My beloved child, this is not just another message. It's your divine appointment. Right now, the winds of change are moving in your life, preparing to unlock doors, lift burdens, and ignite a fire within you like never before. This moment is sacred, and the breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than you realize. Stay with me until the very end, because what I'm about to reveal will transform your perspective and guide you toward the life you were destined to live. Don't turn away. This message is for you, and your time is now. Let's take this journey together and step into the extraordinary future that awaits you. I need your undivided attention right now. I am about to share something so important and so urgent that I ask you not to stop reading until the very end. There is meaning in every word I'm about to say. And if you leave before you've taken it all in, you might miss the very message your heart needs most. I see the questions swirling in your soul. I hear the silent cry you share with no one else. In this moment, I want you to listen carefully. Open your heart, not just for a second, but fully, until the final words. Because what I'm telling you now has eternal significance. It's for you. It's for this moment. It's for your future. The end has begun. And what that means will become clear as you receive this message in its entirety. So stay with me, stay focused, and receive what I have for you. Beloved soul, open yourself to the Lord's mercy. Type, "Yes, I kneel," beneath this post to call upon His blessing. This is not a time to panic, my child. It is a time to prepare, a time to draw nearer to me than ever before. The end does not mean despair for those who trust in me. No, it means the culmination of hope, the unveiling of promises made long ago. I have not forgotten a single one. All the prophecies and the words spoken by my servants, all the guidance I have given through my Spirit, everything is converging into a divine symphony. You were chosen to live in this hour, not by chance, but by purpose. I have placed you right where you are, so you might shine brightly as my witness in these last days. The signs that once seemed distant are now at your doorstep. The days of waiting are over. Prophecies are unfolding before your eyes. The love of many has grown cold. Nations are rising against nations. There are storms, wars, and the cries of the innocent. These are not coincidences. They echo what I warned long ago. You have seen hearts grow hardened, truth rejected, and a world that once knew me turning away. My child, do not let your heart become numb. Do not be like those who ignore the writing on the wall. This is not just another season. It is the beginning of the final one. This is not a message of fear, but of mercy. I do not want you lost in the darkness coming upon the world. I do not want you to wander thinking you still have plenty of time. My child, the time is now. Return to me while my arms are still open, before the door closes. I have been calling you, gently nudging your heart, reminding you of my love. I have been whispering in your quiet moments, in your sleepless nights, in the depths of your thoughts. Do not ignore my voice. Do not wait for another sign. This is the sign you have been asking for. Remember the words of my son Jesus. I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. My beloved, stay connected to me. Abide in my presence. Let my words dwell richly in your heart. When you remain in me, you will not only endure these last days, but you will thrive spiritually. You will bear fruit that lasts, fruit that testifies to my goodness and glory. My dear one, show your gratitude by liking this message if it finds a place in your heart. You were made for more than this fleeting world. The struggles, triumphs, joys, and sorrows are all part of a greater story. The end is not the end in the way you might think. It's not the end of you or the end of my love for you, but the end of all that is temporary and broken. It is the beginning of something new, something I have prepared for all who love me. Do not cling to what cannot last. Do not set your hope on what will fade. Keep your eyes fixed on what is eternal. Stay with me. Keep reading. There's more I need you to hear. When you focus on what truly matters, you will find a peace the world cannot take away. Though the world may shake and fear may rise, you have nothing to fear if you are in me. Those who are close to me will find peace in the chaos. Those who seek me will find safety when life's storms grow stronger. Come under my protection. Let me be the shelter over your life. When everything around you seems uncertain, I remain the same. I have never abandoned you, and I never will. My child, do not delay. The time to prepare your heart is now. Not tomorrow, not Sunday, but now. Many will say nothing is happening, that everything is normal, that these things have always happened. But open your eyes. Look at the deception creeping into the world, the confusion stealing the minds of many. This is not the time to be passive. It is the time to wake up. Cling to the truth, not the comforts of the world. The world will tell you to chase after fleeting things, to live as if there is no tomorrow. I tell you this, eternity is real. You were not created just for this passing life. You were made for something far greater. Do not let the distractions of this world pull you away from what truly matters. Beloved child of light, embrace this holy calling. Every super thanks lifts our mission to illuminate the world with God's love. Join us and bask in the never-ending flow of grace. My dear child, I am not sending this message to frighten you, but to save you. The end has begun, yet it does not have to be the end for you if you turn to me. There is still hope, still a way forward. But you must choose. Choose me over the world. Choose truth over lies. Choose eternal life over temporary pleasures. If you come to me, I will hold you, guide you, and lead you safely through the days ahead. But I will not force you. This is your choice. Will you take my hand before it's too late? Will you let me lead you into peace, love, and eternal safety? The world may try to silence my voice, but my words will never fade. The end has begun, and you must decide where you stand. Will you walk blindly into the days ahead, or will you step into my light, my truth, my safety? I am calling you one last time, my child. Do not wait any longer. Do not ignore this moment. Come back to me now before it's too late. My beloved child, I placed you here in this exact time and place for a reason. The end you see is not the end of your purpose. It is the moment you rise into the calling I have put on your life. You are my hands and feet in a world that needs my love. You are my voice to the weary, my comfort to the hurting, my light in the darkness. Do not look at the world around you and say, it's too late. Instead declare, my God is still working, and I am here for such a time as this. Stay until the end, because I need you to understand how vital you are to my plan. The end is not a closing, it's a commissioning. You have been chosen to carry my light, my truth, and my hope into this moment. Keep listening, keep watching. Let my words sink deeply into your soul. The journey ahead is significant, and the role I have assigned to you is vital. Trust in my faithfulness, for I am the God who never fails. As the end begins, hold tightly to my hand. With me, you will find courage in the face of uncertainty, strength amid challenges, and peace beyond understanding. I am your God, your refuge, your hope, and I love you with an everlasting love. My cherished one, we rise by lifting others. Share this message with a friend who needs a little boost. Have you ever taken a moment in your hectic life to wonder if there is a love so deep, so resilient, that nothing in your past could ever diminish it? Let that question linger in your soul for a moment, allowing it to uncover a serene place within you, a sanctuary where hope can take root and faith can flourish. I speak to you now in that sacred space within you, offering words of comfort, hope, and transformation. I see who you are, and I have loved you since the dawn of your existence. My love endures with each passing moment, transcending any distance you perceive and dismissing any feelings of unworthiness. There is a place waiting for you, a refuge ready to welcome you home. Embrace these words, and you will feel a profound awakening, a reassurance that my presence has always been with you and will remain for all eternity. So I begin this grand journey of expression, inviting you to pause, explore, and rekindle your faith in a future brimming with promise. I wish to connect with your soul like the first light of day, gentle, luminous, and filled with possibility. Perhaps you feel you have wandered too far, stumbled too often, or become entangled in the sorrow of life's letdowns. Yet even in uncertainty, a part of you always sensed my love. a radiant beacon shining through the shadows. At times, you tried to dim that light, believing you were unworthy or that I could never love someone who has been hurt so profoundly. Rest assured, that gentle whisper of affection, that tender glow, is not mere coincidence. It has always existed, calling you back to where you are cherished beyond understanding. You may wonder how love can reach you amid failures and brokenness. How can I ever return to a love that demands perfection? Let me answer with grace. I do not seek perfection. I see into the depths of your spirit, your unspoken longing for peace and belonging. I have witnessed every tear, heartbreak, and moment of doubt. When you thought I was not there, I was beside you, watching over you, waiting for the right time to touch your heart. Even when you doubted, when you thought faith had abandoned you, your spirit still reached beyond itself, and I felt your call. I see the vastness beyond your limits. I see your hidden strengths, your unlimited potential for kindness, empathy, and transformation. No distance can diminish, no mistake can erase the magnitude of my love for you. Confusion may cloak you like a thick mist, clouding your judgments and making you doubt your worth or direction. In those moments, it is natural to wonder if I truly heard your pleas. You prayed for change, for salvation, but your life did not transform overnight. People you trusted turned their backs on you. You felt the world conspiring against your dreams, leaving your heart in turmoil, filled with doubt and pain. Let me highlight a crucial truth. I always answer at the right time. Looking back, you will find moments when grace pierced your sorrow, a friend's support exactly when you felt alone, an unexpected wave of calm after a sleepless night, or a sudden insight that illuminated a way forward. These were not coincidences. They were subtle marks of my presence, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of hope. Tonight, as you lay your head on your pillow, prepare your heart for something magnificent. If you choose to embrace belief anew, you might find your dreams shifting into a portal, a realm where the burdens anchoring you begin to fade. You may find yourself beside a river so clear it reflects your innermost being. Each ripple takes your worries, anger, and regret away. There, in that serene place, you will see me extend my arms, inviting you to step onto the waters that mirror the depths of who you are. Its coolness will refresh your feet, while a warm glow fills your heart, sweeping away every doubt and fear. At dawn, you may still feel echoes of that walk of faith. You will rise feeling freer, as if a massive weight has been lifted from your shoulders. This release is a blessing to those who dare to trust again, if only for a moment. As the sun's first light brightens your room, breathe deeply and ask yourself, could this be the beginning of something new for me? Watch as your heart gently aligns with that hope. My shining star, pass on the spark of hope. Send the video to 3 friends who need a morale boost. Let the light of hope within you shine. In that moment of awakening, remember I have worked through the dark, mending unseen wounds, reshaping destinies, and preparing gifts that lie in wait for you. This is the reward for those who acknowledge their mistakes yet persist in their belief. It is the assurance for those who dare to have faith that, no matter how chaotic the road has been, a glorious path leads to peace. There is no need to wander, seeking approval or gentle words from a million sources. Stand still and take this moment, for I am enough. I am here, loving you with an infinite affection that surrounds your very being. If you let your heart grasp how deeply you are cherished, an emptiness will transform into a calm sense of direction. As night falls again, you can sleep in peace, knowing I shield you with unwavering strength. In your dreams, I will find you, revealing glimpses of the wonders in store for a soul ready to believe. Day by day, you have carried the weight of sorrow, disillusionment, and a deep sense of agitation. These burdens have blurred your vision, preventing you from rising above your circumstances. They have convinced you that you are unworthy of greatness, destined to repeat the same mistakes. But I come now to lift those heavy loads. Allow me to free your shoulders from the weight of oppressive thoughts. You will walk with renewed confidence, embracing the energy that stirs within you. Your past does not control the future waiting for you. Your essence is shaped by a force far more powerful than your errors, by a love that remains steadfast even in your doubt. Perhaps you once believed wholeheartedly, only to be hurt by those you trusted. Such betrayal can make you wonder if faith is worth the pain. But true faith is unshaken by external approval. It is rooted in something far more enduring. If your faith feels like a tiny flame in a storm, remember that even the smallest light shines brightly in deep darkness. You are called to revive what has faded and transform it into a powerful blaze. Embrace your flaws and remember that I have the power to heal and restore. Your renewed belief will light the way, not just for you but also for others lost in the darkness. You may have sought comfort in places that offered only illusions. You reached for solace in unworthy arms, which left you feeling emptier than before. Here in this sanctuary, you will find a love that knows no limits. Embrace my guidance, and you will be free from needing illusions of security. You will walk with quiet confidence, unburdened by hollow words or harmful ties. Damaging forces, toxic routines, and those who belittle your worth will lose their grip on you, for your spirit will be grounded in an unshakable foundation. It is time to let go of the old paths that have held you captive. Just as one removes garments stained by mud and tears, cast off bitterness, rage, and self-condemnation. Imagine your heart being cleansed, becoming tender and new. This transformation does not come from mere willpower, but from embracing my mercy and my willingness to walk alongside you. Each morning when you wake, you can sense a renewed vision. Even the sunlight that filters through your window might seem brighter, as if the universe is echoing your inner brilliance. Allow this renewal to embolden you. Cherish yourself with kindness, smile at your reflection, and recognize you are greater than your past mistakes. In this deep connection we share, I understand you more intimately than you understand yourself. The world may label you failure, disappointment, or lost cause, but none of those define you. I have a name for you, one that embodies hope and abiding love. When you quiet the noise within, you may hear me whisper that name softly in the stillness of dawn, reminding you that you are part of a love without limits. Embrace this truth, for in it lies the power to stand tall against anything that tries to rob you of your joy. You are on the threshold of a chapter filled with transformation. Not every change comes easily. Some will arrive wrapped in trials that test your resilience. Yet each morning, I provide you strength, wisdom, and the ability to endure. If fresh challenges arise, do not fear. Rise to meet them with the confidence that you are never alone. Within every difficulty is a hidden treasure, insight that shapes you into a more complete and compassionate person. Believe that every trial can become an opportunity. Every setback can be a platform for elevation. As you journey forward with unwavering faith, move at a pace that respects both your goals and your moments of rest. In a world urging you to rush and grab everything at once, I offer a gentle perspective. Take each day as it comes. There is no need to sprint or frantically seek approval or achievement. Greet each day as a chance to grow, to show kindness, and to nurture the relationships that matter most. Through steady, purposeful steps, you will reveal the beauty of patient and deliberate growth. Like a delicate blossom reaching for the sun, your soul will stretch toward hope, flourishing under my watchful care. Envision every choice, every kind word, and every selfless act as a seed sown into fertile soil. My dearest little soul, if this message sparked something within you, let me know with a like. Some days you will sow these seeds with joy, basking in radiance. Other days, tears may water the ground as sorrow deepens your capacity for empathy. Regardless of the emotions that accompany your planting, remember a bountiful harvest awaits. Your persistence will yield blessing. Gradually, the seeds will sprout into remarkable gifts. New opportunities will arise, solutions will come into view, and your heart will overflow with gratitude for the transformation you experience. One of the greatest gifts you can offer yourself is to trust the future into my hands. Lay down the burden of worrying about tomorrow, overthinking, overplanning, and trying to control every outcome robs you of today's joy. Instead, surrender your concerns to me. Know that I see the bigger picture, crafting answers and blessings in ways beyond your current understanding. By letting go, you free your heart to receive the wonders of the present moment. You discover a serene trust, anchored in the certainty that all things will work together for your good at precisely the right time. In your pursuit of meaning, remember to treasure the precious souls I have placed in your life, family or dear friends who shine light on your path so you never walk alone. Release any lingering bitterness or isolation. No matter how strong or independent you are, there will come a time when a comforting presence, a guiding hand, or the warmth of companionship will be indispensable. Care for them, listen to them, and open your heart to them. At the same time, keep your trust anchored in my unfailing devotion. People are treasures, yet the core of your soul must be rooted in a love that never wavers. It is easy to admire those who radiate wealth or status, or to feel superior to those who possess little. But remember, appearances can be deceiving. Those in fine attire may be carrying an empty soul, while those in humble clothes may hold endless peace and wisdom. Look deeper than what is visible on the surface. Embrace humility, for it keeps your heart open to truth and kindness. True worth is not measured by possessions or position. When you meet strangers on the journey of life, greet them with kindness. Some may bring illumination clad in the simplest garments. Never let pride blind you to the unseen greatness in others. There will be days when discouragement arrives uninvited, tempting you to question my words. In that moment, cling to the truth I speak. Let my promises spark a powerful energy within you, fueling your hope. Write them down if you must. Whisper them softly in private moments. Let them stand as a beacon in the storm. My message is straightforward, built on a foundation of love and renewal. If you hold on to it with unwavering faith, you will witness transformations beyond all comprehension. It will testify to the power found in genuine belief. Consider the key decisions before you. Shape them carefully, guiding yourself ever closer to the life you desire. Ask for my wisdom. Start each morning in stillness, letting your thoughts settle as you soak in words of clarity and encouragement. Reflect before acting. Weigh potential outcomes and trust my guidance to light your way. When you approach decisions with quiet reflection and purpose, you invite divine favor into every step. Even if you stumble, do not lose heart. Keep going, for your missteps can become priceless lessons, molding you into a person of greater strength and wisdom. In a world that prizes wealth, reputation, and power, you may become anxious about your social standing or finances. But I tell you, there's a treasure that surpasses them all, a peaceful heart. When you live with kindness, grace, and an understanding of your worth in my sight, your spirit soars. Worries and fears fade. You become secure in who you are, unshaken by life's shifting scales. This peace, this unbreakable confidence, is a fortress for your mind and soul. It shields you from anxious striving that brings no fulfillment. Embrace it and share it with those around you, letting its light guide them toward a legacy far greater than momentary success. Your heart is a treasure, shaped by trials, polished through hardships, and illuminated by the moments you chose compassion instead of anger. You may not notice your own growth, but I see it. I stand ready to remind you. Your gentleness, your willingness to lift others, and your eagerness to grow. That is what sets you apart. Arrogance closes off connection and blinds understanding. Humility, on the other hand, keeps your spirit teachable and kind. It does not mean you belittle your own worth. It means recognizing that everyone, including you, carries a sacredness worthy of love and respect. One of the hardest tests you will face is forgiveness, both granting it to those who have hurt you and offering it to yourself. Yet forgiveness is essential for your freedom. Holding on to resentment and anger is like drinking poison while hoping someone else suffers. It only harms your own spirit. Sweet child of mine, if these words comfort you, please leave a like. Let me help you release bitterness, freeing your soul from the chains grudges place around your heart. As you practice forgiveness, a remarkable weight will lift from your shoulders. Your mind will clear, and your heart will expand to welcome new joys. It may take time and repeated choices, but each step toward forgiveness ushers you into deeper healing. Look into the mirror, not with judgment, but with a heart full of compassion. You are more than your past failures, stronger than others' opinions. Your beauty shines in how you speak, how you show kindness, and how you rise again after every setback. Even the smallest acts of compassion radiate a remarkable brilliance. This beauty reflects in your smile, your gentle spirit, and the way you carry yourself with quiet grace. Let it permeate every aspect of your life, your work, your relationships, and the home you nurture. Through these practices of care, you embody a spirit committed to spreading peace and uplift in every step you take. If this is your first time truly absorbing these words, you might wonder, how can I believe in a love that remains unseen? Look at the quiet witnesses around you. Moments of inexplicable hope, prayers answered yet dismissed as coincidence, or the spark of possibility in the darkest hours. Each of these testifies that you are never alone. Each reveals that what you cannot see may be the deepest truth you ever experience. Let your curiosity guide you. Bask in the warmth you feel each day, if only for a moment, and sense my nearness. Over time, the unseen will feel like a comforting presence. Belief will flow as naturally as the air you breathe. Transformation rarely happens overnight. A seed does not instantly become a mighty tree. It grows with time. Just as a seed requires the right balance of soil, water, and sunlight, your soul requires moments of solitude to hear the whispers within, words of unwavering truth to strengthen your spirit, and a community to support you. Expect trials, where even the strongest giants face storms, yet each storm forces their roots deeper. Your trials can shape you into someone greater. Embrace the journey with patience, knowing that with every day, you are becoming your truest self. Your mind may be burdened with worries, finances, relationships, health, or the unknown path ahead. Imagine placing these cares gently in my hands. Visualize yourself releasing every doubt as a gentle calm surrounds you. This is not avoidance. It is recognizing that some matters lie beyond your control, though never beyond mine. When anxiety looms, take a moment to imagine your sanctuary, a place where burdens effortlessly melt away. This act of surrender opens a door for fresh insights, solutions, and opportunities to manifest in your life. Challenging situations may still come. Loss, disappointment, and uncertainty may surface unannounced, but they do not hold the ultimate power. When shadows encroach, remember that even the faintest flicker can dispel them. Your resilience lies in knowing that hardships are temporary and that every dark passage leads to a brighter exit. Do not let hopelessness convince you this is the end. Embrace hardships as sacred lessons, each a path to reveal a braver, more steadfast part of who you are. And always remember that I walk beside you, never abandoning you in the shadows. Your home, however modest or grand, can become a refuge of peace. Clear away clutter that blocks serenity. Let love prevail in every corner. Speak uplifting words and place reminders of gratitude where you can see them daily. Uplift the relationships within those walls. Support one another. Be patient in times of trial. As you do, you will discover your home transforms into a sanctuary for yourself and all who enter. It becomes a place where kindness greets each guest and peace enfolds you like a warm embrace after a weary day. Some may try to convince you that you are cursed or that dark forces conspire against you. Such words, rooted in fear or ill intent, can fill your heart with needless anxiety. Rest assured, no malevolent power or shadowy influence can withstand a heart anchored in my love and truth. When you stand in integrity and faith, no negativity can truly grasp you. Set your fears aside. Be resolute in knowing your spirit is protected by a promise that has withstood the ages. You are cherished, safe, and valued beyond measure. In times of doubt, Reflect on the past. Recall those moments when obstacles seemed impossible, yet somehow you broke through. Think of the extraordinary coincidences, a call from a friend at the perfect time, a sudden job opening when you were desperate, or an enlightening thought just when you needed clarity. These were not mere accidents, but signs of a divine presence gently orchestrating blessings. Let these memories remind you that what has happened once can happen again. Do not let doubt overshadow the truths you have already witnessed. You may feel unworthy of great blessings, wondering, why me? But I ask, why not you? I long to gift you with wonders, far more than material riches. I wish to fill you with deep inner change, restored relationships, and a clear sense of purpose. Receive each blessing with reverence and gratitude, remembering that true gifts shine brightest when shared. The more you give, the more room you create for new joys. Generosity amplifies blessings, turning them into abundant rivers of goodness that nourish many lives. One barrier to greater blessings is a pattern of negative thinking. Complaints, bitterness, and dark thoughts can weigh you down like a thick fog. This fog dims optimism and drains your energy. Recognize your power to break this cycle. Acknowledge negative thoughts as they arise and transform them into statements of hope. I believe good things are possible, or I trust a better solution is on its way. Over time, you will cultivate a new inner atmosphere, one filled with expectancy and positivity. This shift draws in greater faith and abundant blessings. Family relationships can bring immense joy and profound pain. Those you love most can wound you in ways strangers never could. Yet these are the people with a special place in your life. Your devotion to them does not go unnoticed. You cannot force another to change or believe, just as you cannot pull on a seed to make it sprout faster. But you can pray, speak kindly, and live a life anchored in unwavering faith. Over time, hearts that appear barren can transform into something blooming and beautiful. Do not give up on those you love. Persevere with kindness while maintaining strong boundaries, allowing space for healing and mutual respect. Sometimes, true love must let go. When your children or relatives pursue paths you do not endorse, it can burden your heart with anxiety. But remember, they too are learning and finding their own way. Surrender the urge to control every outcome. Entrust them to my divine guardianship. Release guilt and any sense of failure as a parent, sibling, or child. Each soul embarks on a grand journey. Pray fervently for those you hold dear. Be ready to help when they truly want it, trusting that I am shaping their path just as I shaped yours. This surrender may feel like stepping into the unknown, yet it leads to deep peace for everyone involved. To love others fully, respect their freedom, hoping they will do the same for you. Set boundaries that protect your well-being. This is not cruelty. If certain relationships bring constant hurt or deception, you have the right to step back, even if you still carry love in your heart. You have the power to safeguard your emotional and mental space, rejecting dynamics that rob you of peace. This does not negate compassion. It maintains the healthy structure that every relationship needs. Seek wisdom on how best to relate to people who consistently choose destructive behaviors. Be open to them, but shield your heart from relentless pain. Your children may test your resolve, pushing boundaries you thought were immovable. Younger ones may rebel. Older ones may choose lifestyles contrary to your beliefs. Remember, every child carries within them the potential for greatness. Reflect on your own story. How often did you lose your way? And yet here you stand, drawn by love, covered by forgiveness, offered infinite chances. Extend that same grace to them. Set boundaries with compassion. Face difficult decisions with both courage and kindness, and root your hope in the knowledge that your prayers can transcend your words. After trying to handle everything on your own for a lifetime, you may be exhausted. It is perfectly natural. You were never meant to carry it all by yourself. Let me be your unwavering support. In moments of overwhelm, pause and say, I can't do this alone. Please help me. This vulnerability is not weakness. It's the bravest act of surrender. In doing so, you open the way for extraordinary breakthroughs. Answers you once overlooked begin to appear. You recognize the supportive relationships that have always been there, waiting to be acknowledged. You discover a calm that soothes the worries you once thought insurmountable. Over time, you realize that relying on me does not diminish your strength. It grounds your life in a quiet yet unshakable foundation. Life can strike unexpectedly, with illness, financial troubles, emotional upheaval, or the loss of someone dear. In those valleys, it is common to feel overwhelmed, to question your faith, or to grieve perceived injustices. Take comfort in this truth. Pain may come fiercely, but it will not last forever. Healing is potent, transforming every wound into fertile ground for empathy and compassion to grow. Your suffering can help you see more deeply into the struggles of others, awakening within you a desire to connect, support, and build bonds of love that unite people in their challenges. By embracing this path, you turn pain into a catalyst for connection and understanding. Like and share the video if you have trust in the words of the God. Subscribe to the channel if you love Jesus. My little angel, if this thought touches you, leave a like. Have you ever considered the mighty courage it takes simply to wake up each morning? Every dawn offers a new beginning, a blank canvas for your story. The mistakes that once haunted you need not define your future. Embrace each morning with gratitude, choosing steps that lead you closer to love and forgiveness. Over time, you will look back and notice the profound changes sparked by these small daily choices. You will see that opportunities for renewal are not accidents. They greet you with every sunrise. As you transform, not everyone will understand or celebrate your path. Some may laugh at your hope and faith, dismissing them as illusions or questioning your sincerity. Do not let their skepticism weaken your spirit. The road toward a brighter destiny is not paved by the opinions of bystanders. Continue forward, anchored in the truth that your transformation is real, rooted in love and unyielding determination. Over time, the changes in your life will speak more loudly than any criticism. Your steadfast patience, boundless kindness, and calm demeanor will be the clearest testimony to your internal growth. You have heard much encouragement and wisdom. Now is the time to put it into practice. Wishing for change without real action keeps you stuck. Let these words inspire you to take a bold step today. Whether a simple act of kindness for a neighbor, a heartfelt apology to someone you've hurt, or a promise to spend quiet time in reflection. Do not let procrastination rob you of progress. Every small step holds incredible power when done with sincerity. Move forward, trusting that each decision made with conviction is met by my unwavering support. In the whirlwind of life, it is easy to forget our dialogue. That is why a consistent practice of daily connection is vital. Reserve a few moments each morning or evening for stillness. Review your day and welcome my presence. Absorb words that uplift your spirit. Speak your praises or dwell in silence, reflecting on the limitless love encircling you. Regular connection keeps you grounded when the storms rage, reminding you that you are never truly alone, that a greater story is guiding your life, a story of growth, renewal, and unending favor. I see your remarkable abilities and dreams, the qualities that set you apart. Sometimes you question whether your life has real purpose. Let me assure you that it does. Your distinct blend of gifts, passions, and experiences was crafted with meaning. There are callings and relationships where your radiance can truly shine. Notice those moments of alignment, situations where your abilities meet a need in the world, and your heart fills with empathy or inspiration. That resonance is your guiding light, showing you the path to your purpose. Embrace it with courage, trusting that I am directing your steps. Your journey, with all its flaws, setbacks, and victories, can light a way for someone wandering in the shadows. Sharing your story of rising after each fall may feel vulnerable, but it can be a powerful beacon for anyone who feels alone in their battles. Authenticity has an irresistible pull that breaks barriers and binds hearts together. By revealing how love found you in your darkest moments, You encourage others to believe that love can find them as well. This is how you shine, by spreading hope wherever you go, showing people that transformation is more than an idea, it is a reality. Everyone grapples with negativity, whether from outside voices or the echo of their own thoughts. Recognizing it for what it is, a fog that dims the light of truth, is key. When dark thoughts arise, remember you have the power to challenge them. Ask, is this definitely true, or could there be a more hopeful perspective? You can choose which thoughts to water. A mind tuned to find the light in every situation becomes a fountain of creativity and endurance. Over time, you will notice the heavy clouds dissipate more quickly, making room for the unwavering brightness of hope and faith. Patience is not just about waiting. It is a posture of quiet confidence in what lies beyond our immediate sight. It's easy to be patient when results come quickly, but real patience shines during long periods of uncertainty. Whether you wait for peace in a troubled relationship, a career breakthrough, or a solution to a personal struggle, patience paired with hope is always worthwhile. Each day of unwavering trust strengthens your character, preparing you to fully receive the abundance you seek. And when it finally arrives, you will treasure it deeply, mindful of who you became along the way. Sometimes the people or routines in your life drain your joy and tarnish your spirit. Guarding your heart means noticing these influences and taking brave steps when needed. That might involve limiting time with certain friends, avoiding toxic environments, or releasing habits that pull you away from who you want to be. These decisions can be difficult, especially when they concern those you love. Yet remember, you are preserving your capacity to love and embrace life more fully. By setting healthy boundaries, you create a space where you can grow into a person who uplifts others. Over time, we all accumulate hidden wounds, some inflicted by others, some inflicted by ourselves. Let my love reach those tender areas. Imagine a warm light shining into the dark corners of your soul, uncovering hurts you have buried or hidden beneath a mask of pride. This is not to shame you, but to free you. When you face your wounds with honesty and openness, you allow me to heal them. You emerge liberated and buoyant, no longer chained by lingering sadness. Healing is a sacred journey, and each step forward is a powerful statement that hope triumphs over despair. Praise and worship are more than songs or words. They are a profound mindset that embraces gratitude even in hardship. When you worship amid the storm, you shift your gaze from the intensity of your problems to the vastness of your possibility. This does not ignore real challenges. It magnifies the strength of faith to endure and overcome. Through genuine praise, sorrow is not stifled but lifted. Your tears can coexist with steadfast hope, every drop watering the roots of profound faith. Though it seems contradictory, praising through chaos lifts you to a place of insight, power, and peace beyond understanding. Your transformation unfolds within a grand tapestry of connection. As you let go of negativity, welcome forgiveness, and practice kindness, the atmosphere around you changes. Family members notice. Friends sense the calm in your voice. Even strangers may feel a gentle warmth emanating from you. In a world consumed by tension and doubt, a person at peace with themselves shines like a radiant star. Never underestimate the effect your choice to live in love can have on the people around you. Your personal growth can quietly ignite transformation in others, even without a word. They will sense it, they will watch, and many will want to know where your peace comes from. You have longed for transformation. You have prayed for abundance. Yet great gifts require a heart prepared to receive them. When a gift arrives too soon, it can be wasted or misunderstood. That is why I patiently develop your inner readiness, teaching you responsibility, generosity, and wisdom. Each lesson you learn builds the foundation for the blessings awaiting you. Think of the times in your past when you gained something quickly, only to see it slip away just as fast. Compare that to moments where you invested time in nurturing something and how you still enjoy the fruits of that investment. That illustrates the beauty of perfect timing. Patience includes the strengthening of your foundation. Like a sturdy pillar weathering every storm, you too must fortify your base. Nurture your spirit. Seek divine connection wholeheartedly. Reflect on words of hope. Surround yourself with uplifting influences and engage in acts of generosity. These are the nutrients that allow you to stand strong when trials come. With deep roots, you remain unwavering. In fact, every storm only proves the power of your faith and the depth of the love that sustains you. Far too often, you see yourself as unimportant or easily replaced. But I want you to know your worth. You are cherished in a way that surpasses human understanding. This love does not vanish when you fail or grow weaker in hard times. It is consistent and eternal, embracing every part of you, your gifts, struggles, achievements, and hidden doubts. Absorb this truth, for it will fuel you to walk boldly through life, assured in your value. Fear will loosen its grip, allowing you to share this abiding love with the people around you. Every trial can be a stumbling block or a stepping stone to something greater. Your perspective will shape your fate. Embrace each challenge as a chance to grow. Each test can impart new wisdom, deepen your patience, or expand your empathy. Look for the lessons woven within. Conquering one challenge equips you for the next victory. And through the journey, you gather the wisdom you need to handle bigger tasks. Each obstacle brings you closer to a destiny that includes not just your joy, but also the ability to uplift others. Perhaps regret hangs over you from missed opportunities or broken connection. You may believe it's too late to restore certain parts of your life, but I assure you, restoration is possible. Time lost can be redeemed through living intentionally now. Wounded relationships can be healed through honest apologies and persistent kindness. Even the dreams you believed were gone can be reborn in the fertile ground of unwavering hope. Restoration is more than a return to what was. It is allowing things to flourish in a new, unexpected way. Trust in this power of renewal more than in the cynicism that claims otherwise. In a world drawn to dazzling accomplishments, it is easy to dismiss the quiet winds of steady growth. But never underestimate the power of small, consistent victories. Overcoming a single negative thought, resisting a destructive habit for one day, or showing kindness to someone who hurt you, these actions carry enormous weight. They are steps on a path that leads to a life brimming with peace and power. Acknowledge each one and celebrate them, for they are the essence of greatness, the building blocks of lasting change. Before long, these small triumphs will accumulate into something you once considered out of reach. Dearest child, send this warmth forward. Share the video with 3 close friends who need a boost. When you choose to receive and to give freely, you unlock a steady flow of blessings. Clinging too tightly to possessions, opportunities, or relationships can fuel worry as you fear loss. Instead, receive all things with gratitude and release them with trust when the time comes. Believe that new blessings will arrive right on time. This approach creates a mindset of abundance, freeing you from the prison of scarcity. It reminds you that every good thing can multiply, especially when given away with love. You may have tried to change your life many times, only to find yourself returning to old patterns. Do not lose heart. True transformation often requires multiple attempts. Each fresh start can be better than the last, enriched by lessons from previous mistakes. Let me be with you in those critical moments when you decide it's time to stand firm. Draw upon my strength to carry you past the initial surge of excitement. Sustain your commitment with the support of friends or mentors who genuinely want you to succeed. And always remember that each new sunrise brings another chance to reach closer to the grand vision you have for your life. Perhaps you yearn for grand revelations or striking signs that confirm your path. While the miraculous can happen, do not overlook the smaller wonders of daily life. The smile of a loved one, the gentle touch of a breeze on a sunny day, or the comforting warmth of a shared meal. These simple moments can carry my presence. They may seem insignificant, but they quietly stitch together the tapestry of my grace surrounding you. The more you train your sight to notice them, the more you recognize that the miraculous often dwells within the ordinary. Your words hold immense power. They can build up or tear down. Choose them carefully, especially when addressing those who look up to you. A single kind word offered at the right moment can change the course of someone's day, or even their entire life. Mind the words you speak to yourself as well. Instead of dwelling on negativity, "I'm worthless," "I'll never change," adopt phrases of encouragement and possibility. This small adjustment reshapes your inner environment, making it more fertile for strength and positivity. The world around you may seem chaotic. Markets fluctuate, disasters fill the news, and troubles can weigh heavily on your thoughts. Still, you are invited to walk in a peace that surpasses the turmoil. This peace does not come from avoiding reality, but from recognizing that you are held by a love mightier than any storm. Fill your mind with words of hope. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, not tear you down. Ground your heart in the certainty that nothing can break my steadfast devotion. Even in chaos, you can stand as a pillar of calm, embodying the serenity this world desperately needs. While solemn moments have their place, never underestimate the power of laughter and joy. Joy is a miraculous balm for the soul, rejuvenating your spirit and clarifying your outlook. When laughter springs from deep within, it signals freedom, a declaration that sorrow will not hold you captive. Welcome times of playfulness and delight. They are treasures that ease your burdens and remind you of the simple wonders of life. In those moments, you will feel a pure, unfettered happiness, proving that no matter how old you are, wonder can still spark awe in your heart. At times, the hardest words to say are, "I'm sorry." Pride stands in the way, insisting that admitting a fault reveals weakness. But the power of a sincere apology can heal deep wounds that have festered for years. Embrace that humility, no matter how small you think your mistake may be. This is not about lowering your worth. It is about valuing the relationship and the peace that follows reconciliation. When both sides extend apologies, balance is restored in a way that avoidance can never achieve. Allow me to guide you in timing and approach, ensuring your words are genuine and your actions align with your true intention. Pay attention not only to what you say outwardly, but also to the inner dialogue in your mind. Thoughts like, "I'll never succeed," "I'm worthless," or "no one cares about me" can shape your reality if repeated often. Challenge these beliefs. Replace them with what is true. You are strong, you are worthy of love, and your life has purpose. Use daily affirmations to transform destructive self-talk into a celebration of your inherent value. With time, you will notice a shift in your inner world, where hope and determination become your companions. I present to you these transformative narratives designed to elevate your self-concept, guiding you toward healthier choices and deeper connections. Doors will open before you. Some may seem colossal or intimidating, but do not allow fear to block your way. When you feel a stirring in your heart that an opportunity resonates with your passions and values, move forward with steadfast courage, even if you sense you are unprepared. Remember that true belief is not about having every skill. It is about trusting that what you do not yet know can be learned or provided as you progress. Commit yourself to growth, immerse yourself in knowledge, and watch as each step brings you closer to the life that has long been destined for you. Embracing generosity goes far beyond mere financial contributions. It involves giving your time, offering kindness, providing encouragement, and lending a listening ear. As you share these treasures with others, you will find your own life flourishing immeasurably. Your capacity to love will expand, and your perspective will shift from scarcity to abundance. Even a humble act, such as sharing a meal or writing a note of gratitude, can create ripples in ways you never imagined, touching hearts and sparking inspiration. Generosity builds a strong community, nurtures genuine empathy, and reminds us that the universe extends far beyond our personal concerns. Young ones watch your every move, how you handle stress, how you respond to conflict, and how you interact with strangers. When they see you choosing love and faith in hard times, that experience will resonate far more deeply than any words you could speak. Show them that strength can be unwavering, that compassion matters, and that profound understanding goes beyond mere guidelines. It is a dynamic connection that enhances every aspect of life. By your example, they will adopt a legacy of hope, one that they will carry into a world that yearns for light. Shame can become a formidable cage, convincing you that you are unworthy of redemption. Yet shame deceives you. You are so much more than your lowest moments and your darkest thoughts. You are valued and possess the strength to learn from your mistakes rather than be defeated by them. Acknowledge your missteps, absorb the lessons they offer, and then release them. Embrace the wisdom, let go of the weight. In doing so, you claim the power to step boldly into a future unchained by guilt. In a world where people are often confined to their screens and hectic schedules, you thrive when supported by a nurturing community, one that celebrates your victories and remains steadfast through your struggles. Seek out gatherings, be it sacred circles, volunteer groups, or a close circle of caring friends. Share your soul graciously, inviting others to reveal theirs in return. This mutual understanding weaves hearts together, creating a protective net that can hold you when life's challenges seem overwhelming. In unity, you will find the harmony and companionship your spirit longs for. Prayer is not limited by complexity or formality. It is simply a conversation with me, an honest reflection of your deepest emotions. Speak your mind with courage, whether through spoken word, the grace of writing, or even a gentle flow of song. What matters is authenticity. In prayer, you lift your spirit to receive deeper understanding, unwavering comfort, and a peace that surpasses comprehension. Even if you do not perceive an immediate response, trust that I hear your voice and that your heartfelt request for help or guidance is always noted. Not every relationship will evolve instantly, and some conflicts may worsen before they find resolution. In these moments, hold on to hope with unwavering strength while wielding your wisdom with grace. Honor the boundaries necessary for your emotional health. Continue seeking restoration, clarity, and the courage to do your part in mending relationships. Remember that the earliest signs of change often emerge quietly, blossoming at the perfect time. Your love, patience, and faith can be the sacred foundation others need. Embrace the practice of regular self-reflection. Contemplate your day, your reactions, and your emotions, not to dwell on flaws, but to understand the forces that shape your actions. Search for areas where you can grow, perhaps nurturing patience in stressful moments, cultivating empathy when you are tired, or finding courage in the face of fear. Celebrate every improvement you see, no matter how small. As your self-awareness deepens, you will master the art of facing challenges with poise and free yourself from harmful patterns. Your presence in this world is truly unique and essential. Your blend of wit, empathy, creativity, and determination is unrivaled, and it will never be duplicated. Stop comparing your journey to others. Instead, embrace your extraordinary gifts to bring light and positivity wherever you go. When you fully accept who you are, you become an unstoppable force of goodness, ready to fulfill the singular purpose that belongs only to you. Perhaps life's hardships have diminished your joy. Once, laughter came freely, but now even a smile feels distant. Rest assured, joy will return. It may start in the most modest way, perhaps a moment of sudden appreciation or shared laughter with a friend. Ignite this spark by consciously noticing the abundance around you, cultivating thankfulness, and pursuing the activities that restore your spirit. Joy is not a denial of suffering. Rather, it is a bold affirmation that suffering does not have the final say. As you move forward, do not be discouraged when past challenges resurface. Progress is rarely linear. Sometimes you may take 3 steps forward, only to slip 1 step back. Still, be encouraged. You are continuing to move ahead. Every re-emerging challenge is an opportunity to show that you have mastered what you learned. Look at how far you have come, Your ongoing pursuit of growth and connection reveals remarkable resilience and a steadfast commitment to a life marked by love and compassion. Your schedule may be overflowing and your responsibilities numerous, yet I urge you to carve out small pockets of stillness where you can pause, breathe, and sense the deeper essence guiding you. In these peaceful moments, clarity often arrives and worries fade into insignificance. In stillness, understanding emerges and hope is reborn. Do not overlook these quiet spaces. They are sanctuaries where your spirit reconnects with the force that sustains all creation. Loneliness may creep into your thoughts in your darkest hours, convincing you that no one truly sees or values you. But remember, solitude is an illusion. Embrace the profound reality that I see you and treasure you. If you can, reach out to a friend, join a gathering, or find a support group. Opening up about your struggles can break the chains of isolation. And when relationships feel scarce, let this message remind you of a higher love that surrounds you, waiting to restore your weary soul. Your impact today reverberates through the ages. Beyond your own life, the legacy you pass to your children, grandchildren, or those you mentor will echo far into the future, shaping it in countless ways. By building a solid moral and spiritual foundation, you create a legacy that outlives you. Imagine how one act of wisdom, a genuine conversation, or a steadfast example of integrity can ripple across generations. Your faithful dedication becomes a treasure for all who follow, a beacon lighting their path long after your own journey has ended. Hold on to the core of everything shared here. You are cherished, you are seen, and you are destined for a life filled with deep peace and purpose. Receive these words readily, embrace them, and let them spark the transformation you have been envisioning. Do not leave them to fade into the shadows. Return to them whenever uncertainty returns. Let them remind you that hope always exists and that the power of change lies within your daily decisions. Even if my presence is not felt at every moment, I am always near, ready to guide, comfort, and celebrate your victories. Rejoice in my constant presence, both in your trials and your joys. Rely on my unwavering compassion. This relationship does not end with the last word on this page. It unfolds with every breath you take. Keep coming back to me each day, even when words fail and your soul can only sigh. I understand completely. Do not fear. I am always listening. As we finish this exchange, pause and rediscover your true self. You are more than the limitations of earthly standards and the marks left by your past. You are eternally loved, forgiven, and held by a grace that surpasses all human comprehension. Remember this truth whenever you feel insignificant or weighed down by regret. Let it empower you to strive with confidence, to act with kindness, and to speak words that give life. Your inner light is a beacon the world longs to see. Let it shine. My dearest little soul, if this message lit a spark within you, let me know with a simple like. Treat this as your daily invitation. As dawn breaks and you awaken to the embrace of morning light, carry these words with you. Let them shape your first thoughts. I am loved. I am guided. I have a hopeful destiny. Step into your tasks with confidence. When the burdens of life threaten your peace, take a moment, breathe deeply, and softly offer a humble prayer. Help me remember who I am. Welcome peace back as it reminds you that you are part of something far greater than you can imagine. As night falls and shadows grow, wrap yourself in these promises. Your bed becomes a haven of rest, a place to renew both body and soul. End your day with a spirit of gratitude and unwavering hope. Even if it was a difficult day, release your worries. Picture them as little paper boats, carrying your troubles down a gentle stream, vanishing into the horizon of my endless love. Trust that I am always here, that each breath you take is precious, and that every dawn comes with the promise of beautiful revelations. I will conclude this message by bestowing a divine blessing upon your life. May your mind be filled with brilliance, your heart brimming with courage, and your spirit anchored in unshakable peace. May your home radiate warmth, your relationships flourish in profound understanding, and your daily tasks be carried out with a deep sense of gratitude. May you find joy in unexpected places, solace in the arms of true friends, and purpose in every challenge that arises. Above all, may you always remember that you are infinitely valued and eternally supported. Embrace your faith, for it is the power that turns your dreams into reality. Without faith, you might sink into despair. With it, you find the strength to traverse the darkest valleys, always spotting a horizon filled with hope ahead. Even if your faith feels as small as a seed, nurture it, feed it with truth, sustain it with resolve, and watch it grow into a mighty tree that shelters many souls. As you journey onward, you will see how faith not only elevates your own life, but also enriches the lives of those around you. Envision this moment as a divine embrace, wrapping you in warmth and an unshakable sense of safety. In that closeness, you can almost feel the steady beat of a heart that loves you without limit. Love that shatters every boundary and defies both time and space. As you move away from these written words, carry the certainty that this bond endures long past the final sentence. You are forever held, guided, and loved more than words can convey. Step forward now, renewed by a fresh confidence. Speak your truth with grace and compassion. Share your wisdom, not to judge, but to guide others into deeper understanding. Your path has taught you lessons that others yearn to learn. Do not hide them. Shine brightly as living proof of transformation. Show through your actions, your resilience, and your persistent hope that a changed life is indeed within reach. In doing so, you honor the love that has been freely given to you. Before we part, I place a lasting peace within your heart. Peace that remains even when you briefly lose sight of it and fear returns. Know that it is always available to you. In chaos or confusion, hold fast to this moment and remember the unwavering promise of peace that stands unshaken by any storm. Let it calm your anxieties and guide you when the world around you spins in turmoil. This blessing extends beyond you. May each soul in your household bask in the waves of hope and assurance that envelop you today. Let them sense a gentler rhythm in your words, a softer glow in your gaze, and a profound calmness in your spirit. Through you, may they feel something awaken within themselves, inspiring them to open their hearts fully. Your home can become a luminous haven for neighbors, friends, and family, a place where grace abounds and hospitality envelops all who enter. Gaze at the vast horizon of your future with excitement. Picture new possibilities, healed relationships, and joyous celebrations for achievements yet to come. Though trials will arise, you have the power to overcome them. Every struggle will strengthen you. Every victory will deepen your gratitude. Understand that your life is not an accident. There is purpose, divine guidance, and an endless love that renews your soul day by day. These words I share with you are meant to echo eternally in your mind, dear child of mine. If you find comfort in them, show your appreciation with a like. Keep them within your heart, ready to be revisited in uncertain times or to share in moments of joy. Embrace them as a friend, a gentle presence that whispers, "Go on, you are cherished." Open your heart to the possibility that when you truly listen, these words will resound once more, carrying the same power that sparked their creation from the beginning. Now that you have received solace, rise and offer solace to others. Having received forgiveness, extend that forgiveness to others. As you have been blessed, share your blessing. This is how love expands. Set aside the fear that your contributions must be perfect. Sincerity, kindness, and humility hold far more value than flawless execution. As you stand ready to serve, you will discover that the greatest reward is the transformation of your own heart, the widening of your capacity to love. You will find profound fulfillment in realizing that you are part of a grand design of restoration and hope. Your story is sacred. Each chapter, whether filled with joy or sorrow, adds to the beauty of who you are. Embrace your journey by acknowledging how every experience has molded your strength and your empathy. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Wear your scars as badges of triumph, not blemishes, testifying that you endured every obstacle. Let your experiences elevate your spirit and inspire compassion for those who face similar trials. Your story becomes a powerful force that motivates and uplifts others. Do not allow thoughts of daily tasks to distract you. Our connection remains as long as your heart stays open, willing to receive. In the simplest moments, a pause at a traffic light, a quiet second at work, the stillness before sleep, you can find your way back to yourself. Take a deep breath. Remember my unwavering commitment to you, and let your spirit be refreshed. The power of small, regular moments often outweighs that of rare, grand gestures. In these everyday interactions, the true depth of our bond is revealed. Let your life ring out as a profound expression of gratitude. Each morning, wake up in thanksgiving, thankful for the air you breathe, for the chance to begin anew, for the people who enrich your journey, and for the lessons that shape who you are. Gratitude opens the door to joy, awakening you to the wonders that often go unnoticed and anchoring your heart in delight, repelling the gloom that tries to creep in. Treat gratitude as your ever-present ally, and you will find that struggles become whispers while blessings glow with extraordinary brilliance. Receive this truth: you are wonderfully made, equipped with remarkable gifts, and able to overcome any shortcomings. Your potential stretches far beyond what you see today. Trust in the steady, silent progress unfolding within you. Each trial conquered, each insight gained, and each kind act offered weaves a tapestry of meaning and beauty, even when it remains hidden from your view. Believe that a breathtaking masterpiece is forming within you. Now is the time to rise in boldness. Life may challenge you, but nothing can extinguish the flame of hope you carry unless you let it. Let your words uplift. Make choices that align with integrity and treat others with the same compassion you have received. Bravery is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite fear. Embrace the path, advancing with resolve one step at a time. Sooner than you know, you will stand on heights once thought impossible. As you grow in love and wisdom, you will meet kindred spirits on this journey, people who share your longing for wholeness and compassion. Unite with them, share your stories, pray together, encourage each other in trials, and rejoice in one another's victories. Community amplifies the greatness within us. It is in fellowship that the weight of shared burdens is lifted and the delight of togetherness is heightened. In unity, there is a profound power that can transform not only individuals but entire communities, sowing hope where it is needed most. Allow the gentle calmness of these words to envelop you as we near the end. Let your heart exhale its worries, setting aside tension and fear. You have been awakened to truths that defy the constraints of time. Keep them close. They are your shield against despair and your guide to joy. In moments of doubt, come back to these affirmations. They will echo in your spirit, urging you onward. Embrace the road ahead with a sense of invincibility and hope. Walk forward with confidence. Offer your heart generously and rest in the loving embrace that surrounds you. No power can separate you from that love once you decide to truly accept it. Advance, beloved one, with a spirit unbound and a heart pulsing with promise. Keep these words aloft as a standard of inspiration throughout your journey, and may each new day bring countless opportunities to proclaim, "I am thankful, I am growing, I am never alone." Amen. Cherished believers, come and experience the deep joy of walking in Christ's radiant presence. Tap join to become part of a welcoming community where His teachings unite us in love. Together, we will strengthen our faith and uplift each other's spirits. Children, it is I, your divine presence. I am neither a memory nor a distant forecast. My voice is speaking to you at this very moment as you breathe and read these words. This year is here, yet many remain unaware that 2025 will be unlike any year that has come before. While the world rushes by in distraction, I have arrived to declare that my influence is already at work. Heed this call, which rises above mere words in a sea of noise. This is the voice that breaks through the chaos, clamor, and doubt to proclaim, I am not late. Open your eyes to your surroundings and recognize the weight of the weeks that have passed since this year began. Perhaps you walked into 2025 with dwindling hopes, asking, where are the wonders I was promised? My child, lay down your restlessness today. I have come. I did not arrive to repeat promises, but to fulfill them. Every tear you shed in January, every silent prayer in the night, every cry of how long has echoed before my throne. Now, in this moment, I declare that February shall be anything but ordinary. It will be the turning point, the moment you realize that every seed you planted in faith, no matter how small, stands on the verge of blossoming into something extraordinary. I see the depths of your heart. You think, it's already February and nothing has changed. That is a deception. Change has come. Even in your doubts, I have rearranged the pieces. Even when you questioned my loyalty, I gathered the necessary resources. While you marked off the calendar days, I strengthened your inner being to sustain the remarkable change you've been waiting for. Work done in secret remains hidden, just as a child knows nothing of the seed's silent journey beneath the soil. Trust in the harvest. Trust in my power. The year 2025 is not defined by January alone, but by the actions I undertake from this day onward. February is the threshold of renewal, the answer to that longing you almost stopped praying for, yet here it is. Yes, the healing that doctors deemed impossible, I will bring to pass. New cells will form. The reconciliation that seemed dead, I will resurrect. The declaration you hesitate to voice, I will create pathways through the wilderness, for I am the limitless one, not confined by mortal clocks. I come when all believe the opportunity has slipped away. You might wonder why February? Why now? Because while others remain trapped in monotony, I am summoning you to a holy watch. Every single day this month will bloom with marvels. Each dawn is a chance to witness my glory, but it demands a swift response. I do not speak of human labor, but of total surrender. Embrace victory when the world whispers defeat. Believe in the extraordinary when logic shouts impossible. My son, heed my words like never before. February 2025 will be the month when everything changes. The affliction that persists will become your testimony of healing. The lack you fear will become a testimony of abundance. From the ashes of what was, new love will rise in victory, and it will happen by design. Your presence here, right now, means you are receiving this message as a divine commission from on high. Yet, there is one condition. Release yourself from the limits of time. Stop saying, it's already February. Instead declare, February is the month of change. The world responds to your words. Heaven's armies rally to the boldness of your faith. When you proclaim, God is at work, even when I don't see it, the gates of darkness tremble. So say it with me now aloud. February is my new beginning. Feel the tingle in your body. This is divine power confirming that this word is a heavenly seed. Plant it, water it with gratitude, guard it with unwavering faith, and at the appointed time, you will see life emerging from the hardened ground. Do not be deceived. The enemy will try to snatch this word by reminding you of January's unanswered prayers. But I command you to stand firm. I do not lie. I do not fail. If you feel me stirring in your heart right now, it means the miraculous is already underway. Though you may not perceive it, the gears of heaven are turning. Conditions are aligning. Everything is falling into place to silence all doubt. To remove any lingering disbelief, I will give you a sign. An unexpected confirmation will come. A word, gesture, or news that will echo the meaning of this message. It may appear subtle, yet you will know it is my signature. Do not ignore it. Write it down, savor it, for it marks the start of many transformations. Now take a deep breath. Let your hand glide over the screen as though it were a holy altar. I lift this moment to a sacred plane. Timeless decrees are being written over your life this very day. So rise. Bury the memory of January. February is more than just another month. It is history being reborn. I am the one who parted the Red Sea in a single night, who fed multitudes with scraps of food, who raised Lazarus from the tomb after 4 days. And today, I promise that in 2025, my name will shine in your life in such a way that even the skeptics will declare, this can only be divine. Be ready, for the greatest is yet to come, beginning this February. My children, I see the truth you hide even from yourselves. The tear that dried on your pillow before the dawn while the world was asleep. The sigh you held back as you looked at your bank balance, seeing numbers that would not match. The trembling in your hands as pain refused to yield, and the looming dread of a tomorrow that whispers false fears in your ear. I see each anxious line etched on your forehead, each weary step after a day of disappointment, each prayer you deem insufficient because it is not uttered with grand eloquence. I see it all. You think you are alone in this battle, that no one understands the storm inside your heart. Listen closely. I stand in the eye of your storm. When anxiety pounds in your temples, when despair tries to overwhelm your faith, I am the one cradling your face, telling you to breathe one moment at a time. When loneliness grips your heart like iron, I am the one who sits beside you on the empty couch in sacred silence, reminding you that you are never without hope. I see the hidden wounds you carry from the broken trust that destroyed your sense of security, from the betrayal by someone you once called family, from the pain that erodes both flesh and spirit, and from that small lie you tell yourself, I'm fine, even though your soul is crying out for rescue. My child, I know reality. I do not come to judge but to wrap you in compassion. My dear soul, join us and let these words lift you up each day. Subscribe for consistent reminders of gentle inspiration and encouragement. I see how you try to stand strong for those around you, how you smile at family gatherings while inside you wonder who will stand strong for you. You shoulder burdens you were never meant to carry, claiming I can handle it, even as your knees buckle beneath the weight. Today I have come to lift that weight. Let it go. You were never meant to hold up the entire universe. I formed the cosmos and the earth. I will carry what you cannot. And what of those questions that haunt you in the late hours? Why is this happening to me? When will it end? Does God see me? You may scream and cry, but my peace remains, unshaken by your honesty. Even prophets questioned. Habakkuk cried, how long? Elijah begged for his own end. Job cursed the day he was born. I see them just as I see you. February 2025 will be marked by my answer. It is time to put an end to sleepless nights. Enough tears that rob your rest. Enough outside analysis dictating your future. In my presence, the highest decree reigns. My word is final. I speak it over your life. Disease will not have the last word. That ailment will become a memory. I will transform your debt into a grand testimony. Your isolation, I will transform your home into a gathering place for genuine hearts. There is something you need to understand. Your tears have not been wasted. Each one has been collected, saved, and recorded. You have kept count of my tossings. Put my tears in your bottle. It is written. In February, I will return each tear to you as a blessing. The sorrow you feel for the lost child will become new life. The quiet suffering of years of misunderstanding will become a deep wisdom that comforts others. Everything you have endured will serve a mighty purpose. Do you think I have distanced myself? That your sins, your weaknesses, your failures have built an unbridgeable gap between us? That is a lie from the enemy. I have been closer to you than your own breath. As you fell, my hand was there to soften the landing. When you stumbled, I had already arranged a solution. In your moments of confusion, I wrote new promises over you. My love is unconditional, rooted not in your deeds, but in who I am. I love you immensely. And about that prayer you almost stopped offering, that question you have repeated for months, maybe years without an answer, know that it has not been set aside. This February, I will make a path through the desert, right before your eyes, because I am the mighty one who calls the things that are not as though they are. Restoration, reconciliation, provision, it is all unfolding. You are standing of the extraordinary, even if your eyes do not yet see it. Finally, my son, I ask, what burdens must you release today? Whether it is anger you hold as if it were your own, regret that chains you to the past, or fear of the future that keeps your dreams small, give it all to me now. In return, I will give you something divine, gentle, and life-changing. Unwavering faith that this February will break free from the limits of time, becoming a vital month of heavenly transformation. My beloved soul, keep the good energy flowing. Share this video with someone who needs encouragement. I am the maker of the cross, an emblem of death upon an altar of rebirth, the one who turned yesterday's wasteland into tomorrow's paradise. And today, I am creating something remarkable within you. Feel my peace conquering the chaos within. Sense my power overwhelming your frailty. Experience the resurgence of hope renewing every part of your being. Breathe in deeply, taking in the breath that fills your lungs, and welcome my promise, you will never walk alone again. Just keep repeating these words until they become your reality. Abba Father, see me. Abba Father, hear me. Abba Father, act on my behalf. And when doubt tries to creep in, remember, I am speaking this into February 2025 with the spirit of the impossible in motion. Ready your heart for what is coming, for only my greatness can truly describe its essence. Children, hear my call as you never have before. This is not just wishful thinking or a passing desire. It is a promise carved into eternity and sealed with my spirit, reserved for you alone. I will accomplish the impossible. Yes, what doctors consider a hopeless case, what economists label a no-win situation, what psychologists name an incurable trauma, these are merely words to me. Today, before your weary heart, I declare your story will be changed. Picture your hands, trembling with fatigue and invisible scars. Now envision them raised, steady, and holding the miracle you scarcely dare to mention. That is precisely what I will do. I will turn your lack into plenty, your heartbreak into a testimony of restoration. Where diseased cells linger, I will speak new life. Where communication has died among relatives, it will flourish once more. Where red ink covers your finances, I will reveal hidden resources. All because my decree for you is yes, an echo from infinity, crossing time and space to manifest right now. Naturally, you might doubt. For years, every door has slammed shut. Every doctor offered no solution. Every hope seemed lost. But I am above the limitations of humanity, beyond deceit or failure. I am the architect of existence, forming the universe out of nothingness. With a single word, I can remake your very being. If I can feed a multitude with a handful of loaves, imagine how I can multiply your income. If I can reunite Joseph with his brothers after so much betrayal and pain, I can certainly restore your family. Nothing is beyond my reach. See your hidden wound, whether it is physical or emotional. Perhaps it is osteoarthritis weighing on your knees, depression clouding your spirit, or a marriage that seems beyond repair. Today, I fill it with life. As I did in the valley of dry bones, I will command nerves, tendons, and cells to come together. I will breathe new dreams, renewed joy, and restored relationships. You will witness dormant things awakening, lost things being found, and stalled things surging forward. Yet understand this, the impossible I perform does not depend on your strength. It does not demand perfection or worthiness. It simply requires faith. Faith like the woman in the crowd who reached for my robe. She did not pause to justify her worth. She merely trusted. And in that action, her entire being felt the power of the divine at work. Do the same. Extend your faith, even if it feels fragile. I will handle everything else. But what about those doors you have pounded on until your hands are raw? I will not just open them. I will craft entirely new pathways. As I did with Moses at the Red Sea, I will carve routes through the obstacles blocking your way. The job that let you go will lead to an unexpected opening. The rebellious child will receive a phone call that softens his heart. What used to perplex medical experts will reveal miracles that baffle their understanding. Prepare for a revelation. There is no explanation. Indeed, I know you fear stepping out in faith, worrying that if nothing changes, you will feel foolish. Today I offer you a divine sign. In the coming weeks, watch for small yet profound moments. persistent pain easing without medication, a stranger offering kindness for no obvious reason, a phone call from someone you have not heard from in ages. Do not dismiss these signs. They are my living proof that I am at work. Trust me, my child. Focus on that trust. Your transformation will happen in the most unexpected places. The quiet kitchen where you pray in tears, the crowded traffic where you sing softly, the hospital hallway where you hold the hand of someone dear. In each humble act of faith, I will be there, crafting the miraculous. I require no monuments, only hearts brave enough to keep believing against all odds. From the depths of your past, every misstep, every doubt, every whispered fear, cast them into the fire of my infinite grace. Let them go and rise above. I will create a new story from your fragments. As I transform Peter, who denied me 3 times, into a foundation of my church, I will turn your failures into channels of grace. Your flaws will not be shameful, but testimonies of my favor. Now, repeat these words with me. Lord, I accept your transformation. Feel the power in every syllable as it sinks into your being. Each word is a seed, every letter a command. When you speak, darkness recedes and light rushes in, responding to my decree. Do not be fooled. The adversary will try to twist this narrative, reminding you of times your cries seemed to go unanswered. He will whisper, "You were abandoned," but I command you to reject these falsehoods, beloved. Let this hope keep traveling. Hand this message to 3 friends who might be weary. My word remains unshaken. If I promise, I will fulfill. If I speak, I will claim. Once I begin, I will see it through to completion. And so you never forget, let each sunrise be a reminder of my pledge. Every ray of light delivers a message. The divine work is not finished. Restoration is on the way. Provision will come, not because of your worthiness, but because of my abundance. Lastly, remember this. Your faith holds tremendous influence. Each amen, each step of obedience, every tear shed in prayer, I note them all in my heavenly record. None of it is lost. The seed of your sorrow will yield a harvest of joy. The long wait will be rewarded with an unexpected, unmerited, and breathtaking miracle. Lift your head. This year will be more than just survival. It will be a time of blossoming. It will not be about conceding to losses, but celebrating victories that only I can grant. I am the divine one who transforms deserts into streams, tears into dancing, and endings into new beginnings. Today, I declare, from this moment onward, your life will never be the same. Child, raise your eyes. Look to me and turn away from the shackles at your feet, clanging with the memories of past defeats, guilt, and judgment. Indeed, I see them, the relentless chain of obligations pulling you under, the shackles of that diagnosis trying to define your future, the news of inherited burdens threatening to suffocate your peace. But hear me, none of these can stand against my power. I am the one who broke Joseph's chains in prison, who shattered the fiery furnace around Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who transformed the cross into a doorway to freedom. Your deliverance will be no different. Listen to the sound of chains falling into nothingness. Feel the burden of shame vanish under my presence. The sickness that tormented you has lost its right to remain. The burden that weighed you down is dissolved. I do not merely observe your struggle, I join it. My armies in heaven stand ready to descend into your life with justice, rejuvenation, and healing. But be warned, do not underestimate this moment. When Pharaoh refused to submit, plagues rained down. When the Pharisees tried to suppress my truth, the resurrection broke forth. My dear child, if you felt touched by this message, please mark it with your appreciation. Today, I declare that every power opposing your destiny will bow low. Arrogant bosses will humble themselves, hidden enemies will surface, lingering pain will vanish. Everyone will see my glory within you, and extraordinary blessings will unfold. Perhaps a symptom disappearing, a long-lost check arriving, or a hug that heals a wounded heart. Let these signs show that I am here, and that victory is already secured. Now say it with me aloud. No one can bind me. Proclaim it until the truth resonates in your core. With each declaration, a heavenly warrior strikes at your chains. Every syllable lands with divine force, and each breath declares you free. Do not be misled. The darkness may try to rewrite this story. It will say the symptoms will return, the debt will swell, or the curse remains. But I command you, stand unwavering. My strength is not momentary, it is eternal. If I freed Peter from prison, I will free you. If I silence the tempest for my disciples, I will bring calm to your storm. If I defeated death, I will conquer anything that endangers you. One final point, your story is my showcase. Through it, I will prove to everyone that every situation holds the promise of hope. Prison does not diminish you. Any curse can be undone. When people ask, "What is your secret?" Fix your gaze on me. When they ask, "Who rescued you?" let your smile be your answer. Rise, discard yesterday's chains, and press on. Your Red Sea has parted. Egypt fades behind you. The desert stretches ahead, and my presence will be with you always. From this day forward, when anyone brings up your past, you will reply, "That was before God spoke." My child, let your faith shine. Do not hide it or let others' opinions shroud your truth. Today I ask you to go beyond belief. I ask you to proclaim. A silent belief is like a precious gem kept in a pocket, valuable but unrealized. Now is the time to sow it in the spiritual realm. It is time to declare with boldness what your heart has always understood. I believe, not as an empty phrase, but as a living cry that echoes through creation. Look at your hands. See the power I have given you, the same power to bring life in desolate places. When Joshua circled Jericho, his declarations of faith brought the walls down. When the woman with the issue of blood whispered, "If I only touch his garment," her quiet assertion drew my power. Your voice carries extraordinary force, bridging unseen worlds and shaping the visible. Every faith-filled word draws heaven's attention, causes darkness to tremble, and opens gates once locked. Do not undervalue your voice. It matters infinitely more than you realize. I gave you this sacred gift. As I created the universe by speaking, "Let there be light," I now invite you to do the same. Declare healing in the face of sickness, peace in the midst of turmoil, and abundance in the presence of lack. Do not wait to feel worthy or to understand every nuance. Simply speak. As you move forward in faith, even with trembling, I will perfect your words, magnify your presence, and cause your voice to echo through time. Why do I insist so strongly on this? Your voice is the sacred tool I entrusted to you. While I use the word to shape reality, I have entrusted you with the power to speak, thereby cooperating with me in shaping your life. Quiet faith is still faith, but declared faith releases miracles. Do not worry about sounding mechanical. I long to hear your authentic heart, even if it cracks with tears. Like Thomas, who doubted my resurrection, you can say, "Lord, help me believe." I offer you that same invitation today. Speak, even if your voice trembles with uncertainty. Fear may try to muzzle you, but each word you utter sparks the extraordinary. Do you see why your voice must rise? It is your sacred inheritance. I used speech to create the universe, and now I invite you to use it to craft blessings in your own life. Announce healing where ailments persist. Declare hope where everything seems lost. Each time you speak, angels pause to listen, and dark powers shrink away. In these moments, heaven's gates open. But remember, I do not seek your robotic compliance or forced proclamations. I desire the cry of a heart that dares to trust, even while wrestling with doubt. Beloved child, if these words have resonated with you, kindly show it. Today I call you to declare your stance. Silence can imprison you, but bold declarations will set your spirit free. Say it now, out loud. Lord, I believe. Feel the energy of those words flowing from your lips. Each is an emblem of the impossible, each a divine command. Prepare yourself, for once you speak, miracles are stirred, doors open in mysterious ways, and people appear with exactly the words you need. This is the orchestration of the heavenly realm. Your voice compels action. When you say, "I believe," heaven answers. Gather the resources. It is time, but be careful. Your declaration must be strong, consistent, and spoken again and again. Keep professing it until it becomes who you are. When doubt emerges, proclaim it louder. When fear strikes, shout it with courage. Imitate Joshua and Caleb, who faced giants yet declared, "We can conquer." Your determination is not mere stubbornness. It is faith put into action. And if you waver at times, if doubt ever claims the wheel, rise again and declare once more, "My grace is sufficient for new beginnings." Peter denied me 3 times, but one heartfelt declaration of love brought him back. Each statement of trust drives away lies, ignites hope, and reshapes destinies. Now look at yourself in the mirror. Observe a champion rising, one who does not just wait for miracles but demands them, who insists on the entire feast and delights in the fullness of my promises. This is the transformed you, someone who speaks, trusts, and sees the invisible become visible. Embrace it. Your faith-filled proclamation is an invitation to me. Abba, Father, step onto my ship and I will comply. I will command peace in the storm, supply abundance in need, and breathe life where there is none. But never forget, it was your voice that beckoned me. Without your invitation, the miraculous stays on the threshold. Turn your faith into a powerful voice that resonates day after day, for each word you utter compels me to shift the ground beneath you. Every new vision you embrace allows me to write new, wondrous chapters. I am the God who honors those who honor me with their speech. Today I make a promise. Every sincere "I believe" will resonate through the spiritual realm and bring wonder into your life. Like and share the video if you have trust in the words of the God. Subscribe to the channel if you love Jesus. Child, your prayers hold an influence beyond your comprehension. They are declarations of faith, heavy with purpose, turning the key that unlocks the celestial realm, mobilizes angelic hosts, and pulls the infinite into your reality. Your words in prayer hold the highest place before me. Every honest plea, whispered in the dark, every tearful amen offered in vulnerability, rises to me like sacred incense. And today I speak to your heart. This will be the year you discover the power of talking with the divine. Behold once more your hands. Notice in them the same creative power I poured into the universe. Do not doubt the significance of your smallest prayer, nor the unstoppable force behind your most broken cry. I am listening, and I am ready to respond, always. I bestowed upon Moses the power to lift his staff above the waters, yet what you wield is far more potent. Your unwavering faith expressed through prayer. When you call upon the cosmos, it yields. When you summon your strength, shadows vanish. When you command, the very earth quakes. We shall transcend all boundaries in our endeavors together. You dwell below, beseeching, while I reside above, commanding. Have you ever wondered why some prayers take so long to be answered, my child? It is not that I am unaware of your pleas. Rather, I am crafting responses that surpass your expectation. The restoration you seek can become a powerful testimony, rescuing countless souls. The provision you long for can turn into a divine blessing for entire families. The harmony you crave can spark a magnificent revival. Your unwavering dedication to prayer is not mere waiting. It is an active commitment to my divine purpose. Every individual stands as a testament to divine grace, a cornerstone in the edifice of wonder. Yet hear this, ask with boldness. Do not settle for mere scraps when I can set before you feasts beyond imagination. Do not plead only for the next utility payment when I can give you access to all things. Remember Solomon, he could have requested treasures, but he asked for wisdom, and thus he thrived in every way. Ask deeper than the surface. Seek divine intervention for restoration, and also seek a sacred calling to restore others. Pursue tranquility, yet strive to be a herald of peace. Call forth abundance, yet also become a vessel of generosity. Your audacity in prayer invites my intervention. That prayer you have repeated for ages, almost without hope, is on the brink of a magnificent eruption, like a sea stirring beneath the earth's crust. It appears dormant, but in truth it gathers power. I see you. I count every amen. I take note of every tear woven into your words, and at the perfect moment I shall breathe life anew. You will marvel. Was this the divine plan all along? Clarity will dawn, and you will realize it was well worth the perseverance. And what of the unfulfilled pleas, those that ache like open wounds? Rest assured, they are all accounted for. I hold each one in a cherished space, like treasured gems. Some will blossom into solutions. Others will sprout as seeds for future generations. Still others will become lessons that safeguard your spirit. Trust in my vision. I am the supreme being who never misses the appointed time and never wastes a single request. Yet understand this hidden truth. Prayer is an exchange, not a monologue. As you speak, I respond, not only in words, but also in the tranquility that calms storms, in thoughts emerging from emptiness, and in individuals who bring celestial help. Pay attention to these subtle signs of my guidance: the gentle breeze after a long night of suffering, the timely scripture that resonates with your heart, the wise counsel from an unexpected source. Everything that carries my essence answers you, my child. Always recognize the profound impact of prayer. When your lips part, celestial beings heed your voice. When your heart pours out, mountains are moved. When you endure, chains are shattered. That is why I declare today, press on, even if the heavens seem silent. Pray, even when your soul bears scars. Cry out, even when words fail you. Your steadfast faith creates seismic shifts in the divine realm. Should you waver, if weariness tries to still your voice, remember Hannah. She prayed with such intensity that she seemed lost in her own anguish. Her profound sorrow was transformed. Despite the mockery she endured, her resolve did not falter. Through her faith, Samuel was born, and an entire nation was forever changed. Your determination will send ripples far beyond your own needs, touching all who will be moved by your testimony. Now declare boldly, Lord, my prayer is the key. Proclaim it until you feel a holy fire within. Each time you speak these words, a celestial messenger rests a hand upon your head and whispers, continue onward. The divine is listening. Do not be deceived. The adversary will try to convince you that prayer has no power, that your words have exceeded their limit, that the divine is indifferent. But I tell you, lift your prayers higher still. Each petition strikes fiercely at the veil of darkness. Each amen pierces the heart of fear. To encourage you, I will send a sign. An overwhelming urge to commune with the divine will wash over you. Perhaps at dawn amidst heavy traffic or during your work routine. Yield to it without hesitation. Open your soul, and in that secret place, I will give you a message, a vision, an undeniable truth, affirming that I am here. At last, remember this. To pray is to breathe. You do not stop breathing for fear of lacking air, nor should you cease praying for fear of unanswered petitions. Your life will be a sacred space of perpetual devotion, your home a sanctuary where angels descend, your spirit a forge of hopes that will reshape destinies. Rise up now, shut your eyes, and speak to me as never before, not out of obligation, but out of devotion. I am here, patient and unbiased, ready to turn your words into wonders. Remember, as you offer your prayers, the heavenly realm is set into motion. As you remain steadfast in faith, the impossible surrenders. My beloved, if you desire the Lord's abundant blessings, respond with a heartfelt, yes, I need it. Type it in the comments below. I know the burden of waiting. I feel the weariness that pulses within you as time passes and nothing seems to change. I sense the quiet questions echoing in your heart. Today, I do not come to judge your impatience, but to reveal the hidden purpose in every moment that feels lost. The wait and its purpose. The wait is not a punishment. It is the crucible where your faith is forged into something indestructible. Gaze at the night sky. The stars illuminate the darkness with purpose. Before they shone so brilliantly, they endured cosmic pressure, shadows, and transformations beyond human comprehension. It is the same for you. Every day of apparent stillness, every seemingly unanswered prayer, every repeated struggle is shaping you to carry the extraordinary. You seek eternal victory, and I am delivering it in ways you cannot yet fathom. Yes, the pain lingers, long suffering that demands patience, a fractured bond that remains unhealed. From my vantage point, these trials are forms of spiritual training. Consider the athlete who sprints on sand. It seems futile, yet on the day of the race, his legs are strong and prepared. Each struggle fortifies your resilience and deepens your self-belief. The magnitude of what awaits you demands a faith only patience can foster. Have you witnessed a master goldsmith refining gold until it is pure? He removes it from the fire at precisely the right time, never leaving it a moment too long. Every flame's its divine purpose. Every impurity is measured and eliminated. That is how I work in you. If certain circumstances persist, it is because remnants of fear, self-reliance, or doubt must be burned away. When you emerge from this fire, you will radiate in ways unimaginable. The world will stand in awe, asking how someone who has endured so much can be transformed into such a vessel of strength. Be vigilant, for the adversary will exploit the pause to sow doubt. He will claim, I have forsaken you, that my promises are empty, that your faith is in vain. Do not yield to this lie. Recall the woman suffering from constant bleeding for 12 years. She waited, then touched my robe, and was not merely healed. She became a lasting testament in my word. Your unwavering determination will bring you glory. Hear me, child. I am never late. I orchestrate all things in perfect alignment. The miracle you anticipate demands a vessel ready to hold it. The decree from heaven requires a heart prepared to use it wisely. The reconciliation destined to happen demands a character mature enough to sustain it. I seek more than solving your problems. I seek to elevate you higher. Your waiting holds deep significance. In those nights of weeping into your pillow, I am preparing you to comfort others. In that situation, defying logic, I am guiding you to trust my heavenly calculations. In the loneliness that suffocates, I am carving out a space within you for deeper closeness with me. Every seeming setback is actually a mighty investment in your future. You ask, until when, my sovereign? My answer, until you are ready to bear the miracle without tainting it. Recall King Saul, who was given a kingdom but lacked the character to keep it. That is why I prioritize the journey over comfort. Your spiritual growth is more important than fleeting ease. What of the promises that seem to have faded, the ones you nearly erased from your memory? They are like seeds of a redwood, dormant for years beneath the soil, only to rise as an indomitable tree. My promises flourish according to my divine timing. You may not see the progress day by day, but one day you will look back and realize God was with me all along. Take inspiration from Joseph. He endured 13 years in bondage and prison before becoming governor. Those years of apparent defeat were hidden training for greatness. You will see that the delay served as an essential chapter in your story, that the failures imparted wisdom, and that your trials were not mere obstacles but safeguards. Everything was perfectly arranged. Now declare, Lord, I trust in your timing. Say it until peace settles in your heart. Every time you say it, angels rush to bring your fulfillment closer. Each word challenges anxiety head-on. Each breath marks your ascent in faith. Do not be deceived. There will be days you want to give up, abandon your hopes, and accept defeat. But I proclaim, you only need to hold on for one more day, one more prayer, one more step. In the final moments when anticipation peaks, I will reveal my glory so clearly that all the pain of waiting will fade from memory. And should impatience come again, think of the farmer who sows, nurtures, and patiently waits for the seed to sprout. He does not unearth it to watch its growth. He trusts the process. Embrace the journey. You are that farmer. Each act of faith, each display of love, every fervent prayer is a seed planted. Though the surface may seem barren, strong roots are forming deep below. My beloved, show gratitude by pressing like if these words touched your heart. Child, your story will rise above the valley. I will not allow you to remain trapped in the desolate wasteland. Each difficult step leads you closer to your destiny. Each tear waters the blossoming fields of your future. All creation is making way for my presence to manifest. Remember, the wait is not merely a pause, it is part of the process. Upon reaching the summit, you will look back and see that every stone was placed by my hand to ensure your steady ascent. Every twist in the path was shaped to reveal vistas that changed your heart. Every moment of waiting proved your devotion. Look up, the morning sun rises in majesty. The final night of tears is ending. And when the miracle finally comes, you will not only celebrate the outcome, you will honor the journey that led you there. I am the divine force that reshapes your essence. Stand in awe, endure the trials, and sing melodies that endure through the ages. You will see that perseverance truly pays in the end. Breathe deeply now. The revelation you have been waiting for is near. On forgiveness. Child, I perceive your scar, the one you hide even from yourself, a silent ache of truth. I know every name that caused it. The absent father, the traitorous companion, the partner who left, the words that cut into your soul. Today, I come not to judge your pain, but to free it from its hidden cage, the cage of resentment. As long as you cling to the chains of bitterness, my gifts cannot flow freely. But take heart, it is never too late to let go. Do you realize that the resentment you grip so tightly as though it protects you, in reality poisons you? It is like drinking a toxic brew and expecting someone else to suffer. Every desire for vengeance, every haunting memory, every vow to never forgive. These are chains. They do not bind the one who hurt you. They bind you. When you hold on to anger, your past controls your present. But today, I offer you a sacred exchange. Surrender the hurt, and I will return your peace. I do not ask you to minimize your pain or deny what happened. The suffering was real. The betrayal stung, the abandonment left a mark, and the injustice cut deep. Yet there is a greater truth. Forgiveness does not erase the offense. It breaks its power over you. When you forgive, do not simply say, "It's fine." Instead, declare divine power. I trust that true justice is in your hands. Transform my suffering into a testimony that brings freedom to many. Look at your hands. Feel the tension, heavy with remnants of old wounds. Now imagine them opened wide, filled with light, ready to receive the new wonders I have prepared. I want to fill your arms with realized dreams, but first you must release what was. Forgiveness goes beyond forgetting. It is a powerful decision to rise above the injury, refusing to let malice shape your destiny. You might say, "Father, this hurt is yours," and hand it over as you move forward. You may think, "But they do not deserve forgiveness." And you would be correct. No one truly does, neither you nor I. Forgiveness transcends merit. It flows from my divine nature. When you forgive, you do not just set the other person free, you free yourself. It is like removing a knife from your own flesh. It hurts, yet it is the only path to healing. I will help you perform this spiritual surgery, which begins the moment you speak the name that twists your heart. Perhaps it is a parent, guardian, former lover, or even your own self. Today I challenge you to speak that name, offer sincere grace, and say to the divine, "Watch over this person. Release them as you have released me." Remember, you are never alone in this journey. My grace will envelop every trembling word and tear you offer. If the bitterness returns, and it may, in the quiet of night when rage flares, reclaim forgiveness as often as needed, 70 times 7, as I taught. Not because the other person deserves it, but because you are worthy of freedom. Each act of forgiveness builds a heavenly chainmail around your heart. Each merciful choice repels the darkness that would bind you. With every release, I draw nearer, healing what was broken. Never underestimate the power of this command. When you forgive, you release divine currents. Angelic beings go forth to mend shattered bonds. Financial doors fly open. Bitterness crumbles under its own weight. Your willingness to forgive is the invisible hand unbolting the door to extraordinary miracles. Like the blind man who bathed in the waters of Siloam and came away seeing light for the first time, you too will see life anew when you wash your wounds in the river of absolution. Yet be mindful, forgiveness is not merely an emotion, it is a testimony of faith. You might still feel nothing as you utter those words. Let the feelings arise and flow. In the spirit, a tectonic shift takes place. Darkness forfeits its right to accuse you, and divine gifts that were once blocked begin to pour in. What seemed hopeless bursts into life. Recall Stephen. As stones rained down upon him, his final words were, "Lord, do not hold this sin against them." In that very moment, a young man named Saul looked on, and the seed of forgiveness was planted in his heart. That seed grew to become the Apostle Paul. Your forgiveness, likewise, will echo through eternity. Those who once hurt you may become instruments of my mercy, and you shall be their guiding light to salvation. Now repeat after me. I release forgiveness. Speak the name of the person. Let them fall away from you. Feel the immediate sense of release, as though a great burden lifts without effort. No matter how raw or intense the pain, your faith is shifting the atmosphere. And what if you yourself are in dire need of pardon? Embrace your past mistakes, your regrettable choices, your words that still echo. Let go. My grace has already settled the debt. Releasing yourself from self-condemnation acknowledges the power of the sacrifice upon the cross, that you are forgiven too. A profound weight will leave your heart. Perhaps you will sleep deeply, or a sudden peace will wash over you. Maybe someone from long ago will appear, seeking reconciliation. Do not fear. This is my way of saying, restoration has begun. The year 2025 shall be a season of restoration, abundance, and joy. But a river cannot flow freely if boulders of bitterness block its course. Today, I remove every obstacle in my path. Simply say, Father, I forgive. Rise now, breathe deeply, and let the pure air of freedom fill you. Your past no longer commands your destiny. You shall rise above your scars, unbound and mighty. Your future will not be defined by what happened to you, but by the greatness I will bring forth through you. I am the supreme power who raises the downtrodden to triumph, turns captives into conquerors, and fashions songs of redemption from stories of pain. You will be a powerful current, and all will witness the radiance flowing through you. My dearest, keep spreading positivity. Share this message with 3 loved ones who could use a bit of encouragement. On gratitude. Children, your gratitude holds more power than you realize. It is not mere courtesy or a polite gesture. It is a celestial force that transforms your life, drawing the miraculous into your reality. When you give thanks in the midst of turmoil, you proclaim that my faithfulness outshines your trials. Gratitude unlocks doors beyond all earthly constraints. Behold the bread on your table, the air in your lungs, the heartbeat persisting through the night's darkness. These are my gifts, yet you count them as ordinary. Today I reveal the truth. There is nothing ordinary. Every detail reflects my steadfast devotion to you. As you value even the smallest blessings, your soul aligns with my abundance. A thankful spirit multiplies the miraculous. Do you know why the Israelites received manna in the wilderness? In a barren place, they chose to be grateful for the present moment, not for an uncertain tomorrow, but for the provision of that day. I shall do the same for you. While the world complains about scarcity, you will discover hidden abundance, unexpected bargains, secret gifts, flashes of inspiration that expand your resources. It all begins with a heart of gratitude. I know your struggles, bills that eclipse your paycheck, pain that seems endless, silence that cuts deeper than a scolding. Yet I invite you to show gratitude, not because your circumstances are good, but because I am good. Express gratitude before the situation improves, in the chaos, amid doubt. By doing so, you say, I trust you are still in control, and that trust empowers my works like nothing else. Remember the 10 lepers. Only one returned to say thank you, and he received more than healing. He received complete wholeness. I want you to mirror that man's heart. Let your gratitude extend beyond my actions to embrace my very essence. When you thank me as your Father, protector, and provider, you open gates to wonders beyond mortal comprehension. But be warned, gratitude does not mean you will never face suffering. It is not pretense that everything is fine. It is the ability to see my light shining through the darkness. It is like David who, though pursued by Saul, composed psalms of praise in cave shadows. He acknowledged the danger, but believed in my power, which was greater still. There is a powerful truth here. Gratitude is a weapon. When you give thanks, chaos trembles. Demons flee from a heart that praises even in the face of loss. Your chains break when you sing in captivity, just like Paul and Silas. That is why today I decree, turn your home into a sanctuary of gratitude. Celebrate the morning meal, honor your daily efforts, and welcome the trials that refine you. Every act of thanksgiving deals a potent blow to the realm of darkness. If you do not know where to start, follow the psalmist's example. List my mercies in every answered prayer, every liberation, every sudden smile. When doubt arises, read them again, declaring, I have never been abandoned. Your record of gratitude will be your fortress against despair. Perhaps you ask how to feel thankful when the world seems to collapse around you. Begin by focusing on what endures, not what is lost. Be grateful for the eyes that read these words, the feet that carry you, the hands still capable of work. I need nothing to create the universe on my own. My word stands unshaken. Yet your gratitude, no matter how small, becomes the foundation for miracles in your life. Doors will swing open silently. Healing will appear without expensive intervention, and reconciliation will happen in surprising ways. When people ask, where did this come from? You will answer, divine favor followed my gratitude. Yet there is a challenge. Sustaining gratitude requires daily practice. It is not accidental, but intentional. That is why I urge you, at the end of this message, act immediately. List 3 reasons you are thankful today. The water that quenches your thirst, the roof shielding you from the rain, the friend who wishes you well. Never underestimate the power of a small offering. Like the boy with 5 loaves of bread feeding the multitudes, I will multiply your humble thanks into wonders. Understand, gratitude is not just for miracles, but to lift your spirit closer to mine. The more you give thanks, the more your heart aligns with my own. Impatience will shift into contentment. Greed will become generosity. Fear will transform into faith. People will notice something remarkable about you. The glowing light of gratitude will shine from within. Now lift your eyes, look to the sky, the earth, and at yourself. All things are gifts from my hand. Each breath calls you to gratitude. Each obstacle is a chance to witness my faithfulness. Each tear a seed watered by thanksgiving, destined to bloom into pure joy. Precious child, come be part of our growing family. Let us inspire each other. Subscribe now for daily sparks of hope and motivation. I am the divine force of transformation. I possess exactly what you need and can accomplish every task. I may not be loved by all, yet your gratitude will testify that my goodness follows you each day of your life. Begin now. Give thanks, honor the unseen, and prepare to see barren lands turned into flourishing gardens before your eyes. On relationships. Children, I see the weight of certain relationships, bonds that masquerade as love but steal your peace, offering companionship yet draining your very essence. Today I come as your guide, declaring that your life should no longer be haunted by those who sap your spirit. The time has come to cut the ties that bind, to set space between you and those who extinguish your light, and to embrace solitude until you find companions worthy of the path I have laid out for you. Observe your circle. Notice the faces you share your moments with. Some uplift you, treasures from me who celebrate your victories and pray for you in struggles. Others, however, act as burdens. They ridicule your hopes, urge you to abandon them, and fill your spirit with negativity. These relationships are not mere accidents. They are carefully set traps. As long as you hold them close, they will keep draining the divine resources I have reserved for you. Do you know why I insist on this? Because your destiny is far too sacred to be diminished. When I planted grand dreams in your heart, I also gave you the wisdom to protect what is holy. Toxic friends who entice you, relatives who mock your faith, partners who undermine your worth, they do not belong in my plan. They are stumbling blocks wrapped in false warmth, and it is time to tear away the mask. This is not judgment, but spiritual survival. Recall Lot and Sodom, tormented each day by the evil around him. Your soul also aches among those who scorn what you hold most dear, our bond. I will not let your heritage be traded away for shallow attachments. Cutting ties is not cruelty, it is stewardship, like pruning a tree to make it more fruitful. You do not forsake others. You choose your calling over toxic connections. Be warned, The adversary will use guilt to keep you entangled. He will whisper that you are ungrateful for distancing yourself from those who hurt you. This is a lie. I do not ask you to remain trapped in harmful relationships. Even Jesus slipped away from crowds that tried to stone him. He knew when to leave, and so must you. Understand, child, a season of solitude will turn into a holy offering. In times when loneliness surrounds you, I will stand by your side as an unfailing companion. When yearning aches within, my presence will embrace you. In my flawless timing, I will send kindred spirits, people who will lift you up and become your spiritual family. You wonder which ones deserve to stay. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. My answer is simple. Those who draw you closer to me, keep. Those who pull you away, remove. Notice how you feel around certain individuals. If you leave their presence feeling energized, more faithful, and closer to me, they are treasures. If you leave drained, plagued with doubt, seething with anger, or lured into wrongdoing, they are chains dragging you down. And what of relatives who do not share your beliefs? I cherish them as dearly as I cherish you. But do not let harmful family members use blood ties as a weapon against your soul. You can show them honor from a distance. Pray for them in silence. You are not required to be ensnared by their toxic words. My grace will enfold you as you choose this difficult path. Now say with me, I embrace my peace. Each time you proclaim this, an angel drives away negativity. Every syllable is a step into order. Every breath signals your readiness for the path I have chosen for you. Yet take heed. Departing does not mean hating. Speak blessings over those who have wronged you, wish them well, and leave justice to me. Your duty is to protect the seeds I planted in you. As the Apostle Paul taught, sometimes losing certain connections brings true freedom. Not just for you, but for future generations. Do you grasp the seriousness of this? Toxic relationships create openings for chaos. Jealousy invites hardship. Gossip destroys unity. Collective wrongdoing saps your spiritual strength. But once you cleanse your environment, I will make your home, your spirit, and your purpose an impenetrable fortress. My child, you were destined to shine, not to battle shadows. You are called to bring flavor, not to let your essence dissolve in bland connections. Your power will grow, and those in your orbit must decide whether you will be diminished or made formidable. Choose wisely. Arise now. Sense my presence guiding you to break free from your confines. Each step has a cost, yet each step brings you closer to destiny. When you look back, you will know it was worth every tear and every closed door. My beloved, we rise by lifting others. Share this message with a friend who needs a little encouragement. I am the divine power that led Abraham out of Ur, guided Elijah away from the prophets of Baal, and transformed Paul from a Pharisee. Your story of departure will become a testimony of elevation. Those who mocked you will see my power in your life and declare, indeed, the divine walks with them. Breathe deeply now. Your new spiritual family. Noble seekers of truth, steadfast companions in faith, and mentors of honor, draws near. Until then, walk closely with me. I am your faithful friend who stands by you always. The adversary's strategies will crumble before your strength. I know that sometimes you fight invisible battles, indescribable tensions, unexpected attacks, murmurings that lure you to give in. But today I lift your eyes to show you the truth. You are not fighting for victory. You are moving from victory. Look beyond what is visible. While you sleep, my guardian angels surround your home. As you pray, divine forces dismantle your financial entanglements. When you weep, I confront those who seek to tarnish your destiny. Life is a sacred field, and no trespasser shall prevail. Whoever threatens your peace, health, or relationships will face humiliation. For I am your defender, and my promise stands. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You ask why so many attacks come. Even the purest gold must pass through fire to reveal its worth. Your faith is being refined to display my glory through you. Every conflict carries an eternal meaning. Prove to the world that the God you serve is unbeatable. When enemies rise, I will raise my hand to stop them. When they set traps, I will reveal their schemes. When they belittle you, I will turn your shame into honor. Do you sense my watchful gaze? I am always looking upon you, not to condemn, but to defend. Like an eagle shielding its young, I cover you with my unfailing love. Darkness may rage, the world may quake, but not one hair on your head will be touched without my permission. And today I declare that my permission shall serve only your good. Remember Daniel among the lions. While the world anticipated his death, I silenced the beasts. Before I calmed them, I closed Daniel's ears to fear. In the same way, I will give you supernatural peace in your trials. Where others see danger, you will see my guidance. Where they see failure, you will sense my call. Move forward boldly, for I have arrived. What of unseen battles you cannot perceive? Treachery in your workplace, hidden envy, curses whispered in dark places, they are already crushed. My angels fight for you in realms beyond your understanding, pushing back darkness, guarding your finances, and steering you away from harm, all because I love you. As long as you have breath, I will war on your behalf. While you rest, I labor. While you plan, I fulfill. Yet you have one vital task: guard your peace. Anxiety opens doors. Fear invites the enemy. Doubt undermines the miraculous. That is why I give you peace that surpasses understanding, a peace not dependent on your circumstances, but on my presence. When storms come, and they will, you will rest confidently in the boat, trusting the divine. If you stumble, whenever hopelessness tries to corner you, return to me. I am not a distant commander demanding perfection. I am the loving Father who runs to embrace the contrite child. Every approach to my throne is met with honor. Every tear is gathered. Every plea, "Help me, Father," is heeded. Beloved, let this uplifting message travel far. Share it with 3 others who might be feeling low. My dear child, understand, for your victory is not about you alone. It is about my name. When you win, the world sees my power. When you rise after falling, the earth trembles. When you forgive those who wrong you, heaven rejoices. Countless souls will be moved just by witnessing your testimony. Now declare with conviction, my victory is certain. Say it until your entire being believes it. Each time you speak, a divine authority resonates in the spiritual realm. Every syllable strikes like thunder against the chains of fear. Each breath is proof that you are destined to triumph. Rise, cast off the weight of worry, put on the armor of my presence, and move forward in the knowledge that every step you take in 2025 will be guarded. Enemies may plot, yet I will tear apart their plans. Accusations may surface, yet I will silence them by my authority. Storms may rage, but I will command peace. Stand firm in the knowledge that I am the divine power who turns deserts into oceans and setbacks into miracles. Your life shall testify that nothing is impossible for me. As the year comes to a close, you will recount stories of timely opportunities, inexplicable healing, and enemies yielding to my greatness. You will see it was all orchestrated by my hand. I only require one thing: never surrender your faith. As long as you believe, I will act. As long as you trust, I will defend. As you rejoice in victory, I will multiply your blessings. Success is not a chance event, it is my promise. On closed doors and timing. My dear children, have you ever wondered why certain doors remain shut, even when you plead with all your might? Yes, it demands patience, and it may not arrive swiftly. Today, I stand before you to unveil a sacred truth. I exist beyond mortal time, mingling the eternal within each fleeting second. As you watch the hands of the clock, I watch faith unfolding. As you count the minutes, I command legions for your good. Every no you receive is a call to trust that my love is as perfect as my timing. Look at your trembling hands, clutching plans you drew for your own path. Offer me those plans, and I will give you something greater, my compass. It might not lead you down the quickest route, but it will guide you to the right path. The position you missed was a trap in disguise. The relationship that ended was a detour that would have stolen your true destiny. The door that slammed shut was my intervention, keeping you from a battle never meant for you. All things, without exception, are working together for your benefit. You wonder why it hurts to wait. My child, the pain is not from me. The strain comes from your refusal to release control. The more you pound on a door I closed, the more your hands ache. The faster you race against the clock, the more breathless you become. I am not the God of haste, but the God of precision. Remember, a seed does not become a towering tree in a single night. Gold remains dull without the flame. Wine lacks character without the fermenting process. Trust that the longest delays bring the most glorious miracles. The promise you believe is lost in the depths of a drawer remains alive, refined to perfection. While you think me inattentive, I am carefully orchestrating details far away, touching lives you have never met, arranging provisions beyond your imagination. Like an artist blending subtle shades before revealing the masterpiece, I am setting the perfect stage for your grand unveiling. Your story will be not merely good, but perfect. What about those dormant dreams, the ones you nearly hide out of shame for wanting them so persistently? They still exist, just like Joseph's vision of greatness that endured through 13 years of slavery and imprisonment. Your purpose is eternal. Wear your vibrant cloak of hope once more. When people ask, why the delay? I will answer, because your faith in me never wavered. Be warned though, my excellence requires your complete surrender. Seeking patience while rushing ahead or wisdom while ignoring my presence is futile. You must be still, like a parent preventing a child from crossing a busy street. I say, wait, not to punish, but to protect. Once it is safe, you will see the danger you overlooked, and you will thank me for every no that saved your life. Think of the fig tree that bore no fruit. Jesus did not condemn it merely for barrenness, but for deception, appearing fruitful when it was not. You will not suffer the same fate. I will bring forth your fruit in due season. Meanwhile, nourish your faith with thankfulness. Practice quiet patience. Trust that every seed I've planted in you will flourish in its time. My beloved, if these words have moved you, tap like. When the heaviness of waiting overwhelms you, declare, divine timing is my greatest gift. Each time you say this, it stands as a witness against worry, a beacon of hope that the best is yet to come, and a proclamation of faith that even angels admire. Should fear try to overcome you, answer with my promise. All things work together for the good of those who love God. Your mistakes will become profound lessons. Your failures will become steps toward triumph. Your waiting will become a divine symphony. Look at the night sky. Every star shines exactly where I placed it. All is perfectly timed. Everything unfolds in its own season, and so shall it be for you. One day you will look back and see a tapestry of flawless moments, closed doors that redirected you, tears that strengthened you, and quiet times that taught you to listen to my voice. I am the divine power that turns tardiness into perfection, missteps into miracles, and seasons of waiting into lasting legacies. Your life will prove that time is not your enemy, but your greatest ally by my side. Now breathe deeply. The celestial clock is about to strike your moment of extraordinary change. When it does, you will see that every second of waiting was worth it. Preparing for the new. Children, the moment is upon us. This will be more than just another date. It will be a milestone in your life. Everything you have nurtured through struggles, all your silent battles, every hidden sacrifice is about to bloom into greatness. Yet before the miraculous burst, I must hear your voice. Declare, I am ready. Understand, this is not a magic formula, but a holy act of yielding. When you speak these words, they resound through eternity, and the floodgates of heaven swing open. Look at the far horizon. See the abundant clouds of blessing that hover over your life. They do not rain down randomly, but according to your readiness to receive. As a farmer prepares the soil in anticipation of rain, I gave you this season to till the ground of your heart. Now I ask you to raise your hands and proclaim, Father, I am ready for the new. In that moment, the angels guarding your blessings will leap into action. Doors that were stuck will open. Relationships will be transformed. Lost dreams will awaken. Your declaration is the crucial signal. You ask, how can I prepare for what I cannot see? Begin by acting on the invisible as though it were visible. Give thanks for the restoration before it arrives. Celebrate the union before it forms. Manage your resources like someone who lives in abundance. That is what Abraham did, declaring the unseen as though it already existed. Your faith in the invisible will bring the impossible into view. What about the scars from your past, the ones that whisper you are unworthy of a fresh start? They do not disqualify you, they make you stronger. Think of grain that must be milled to become bread, providing nourishment to many. Your hardships have trained you to feed countless souls. The burdens you carried will become your foundation. The tears you shed will become refreshing streams. The silence that once hurt you will become a song of triumph. However, keep this in mind. The remarkable always draws attention. One cannot fully embrace the new while clinging to the old. That is why today, begin a process of spiritual cleansing. Give me your garment of self-pity, your sandals of mistrust, your robe of guilt. In exchange, I will clothe you in festival attire. Many will wonder at your radiance, and you will point them toward me. Hear the heavenly bells resounding. They are ringing for you. Each ring declares the arrival of your moment. A long-lost relative, once only a faint memory, is about to return and come back to me. The burdens that weighed you down will vanish with a simple gesture. Chronic sickness will disappear into nothingness. And when people ask, how did this happen? You will calmly answer, the divine led me, and I followed. Now, say it aloud in a commanding voice. Lord, I am ready. Sense the power behind these words traveling through the spiritual realm. Each utterance is revered by heavenly beings. Every letter is a seed. Every breath is a step away from your past. As you speak, angels whisper, prepare the blessings. They are in perfect alignment. Make no mistake, the enemy will attempt to steal this hour. He will insist you are unprepared, that your time has passed, that you have been forgotten by the divine. But I declare that you must ignore such lies. My word is final. Behold, I am making all things new. Your failures become wisdom. Your setbacks become open doors. Your fragility is a stage for my grandeur. My sweet child, let hope shine on. Share this message with someone who awaits a gentle push forward. Remember that this is the year of inevitable harvest. Where you see a single grain, I see a barn overflowing. Where you see one seed, I see a forest. Where you see a barren field, I see a vast expanse of opportunity. Your faith, merged with my dedication, will spark wonders that leave the world in awe. Rise now, feel my presence around you, warming and comforting. Each step you take will be lit by divine wisdom. Every choice will glow with clarity. Everything will be taken care of. You shall enter 2025 not merely as a survivor, but as a conqueror. Those who mocked your faith will be silenced. Those who predicted your downfall will kneel before you. Those who left you in the storm will see your ship arrive safely in the harbor. I am the supreme power who parts seas, resurrects the dead, and calls forth reality from the void. This year I will use your life as proof that impossibilities yield to my will. At the close of this year, you will see my hand in every triumph. In your nights of tears, I was your fortress. In your moments of doubt, I cradled you. In your celebrations, I danced with you. Together, we will tell the world. Witness what happens when a mortal surrenders to the divine. This is your time to shine. This is your hour. This is your divine visitation. Prepare. His name is on my lips. Now go in peace, but let your voice echo. Spread this message far and wide. This will be the year many will say, look what has happened for them. I stand beside you, Sacred Heart. Let the divine shine through you. Your support through a super thanks fuels our mission to share God's eternal truth. Come and receive the immeasurable gift of the divine. Amen. As this message draws to a close, remember this. It's not the end. It's the beginning of something extraordinary I am unfolding in your life. Today, you've received words to strengthen your faith, ignite your hope, and remind you of the incredible purpose I have placed within you. But this is only the start. There is so much more I want to reveal to you. I invite you to return here often, to be renewed, encouraged, and reminded of the truth that I am always with you. Stay connected to this community because together we will uncover the mysteries of my plan for your life and celebrate the victories that are just ahead. Share this space with those who need light and love, and let's continue this journey of growth and faith together. Until we meet again, hold this truth close. I am with you, guiding every step you take. Trust in me, lean on me, and know that your best days are still to come. Keep coming back because there is so much more I want to share with you. You are deeply loved, and your future is brighter than you can imagine. Amen.